Whenever
you
you're
wake
thinking
up,
about
you
it,
brush your teeth, you send dynasty trades. Like,
Yes.
that's what your day should look like.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, you're doing something wrong.
Did you know the best strategy in Dynasty is to sell a player as soon as they produce?
That's sarcasm. Depends on how you define a good dynasty team. And that can be subjective, but to us, good means you win money because money is cool. Why the heck else would you get in these leagues with a buy-in if you didn't want to win the entire league and take people's money? A team that can compete for 2 or 3 years, that's what makes a good dynasty roster. That's what you're just donating your buy-in if you're just in a perpetual rebuild.
I'm a genius, dude.
I know.
It's if you let what you think about a player override value, thinking strategically, it's going to kill you.
Look beyond your opinion of a player and look at the market value. If someone has fallen 2 rounds, take them. Yeah, and I think that's really what we're saying. It often behooves you to down tier for more points instead of down tiering for depth.
Are you like doing
And
like an
that's
SAT
something that we
words
really
thing? Because you keep saying usurp and
I'm
behooves.
sorry. I've never said
I-
behoove.
Like, what's the app on your phone where you like learn new words?
Well, that's what I've been
Yeah.
doing this entire time. I'm like, I've been thesaurusing all of
When you
this,
see
so-
Nathan sitting in thought, he's like, what word am I going to use when it gets to me? Go ahead.
No, but
Chris, I love him, Olave.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, I love him. Yeah, Drake, I love him, London.
Not somebody that we did a prospect video before the draft. Not somebody that I watched film on. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Yeah, whatever. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Okay, everybody watched film but me.
Market value fluctuates week to week in Dynasty. And the funny thing is, it actually happens more in the off season than it does during the actual season when things are going on. Because
crazy.
Dynasty players get bored.
Just we get bored.
That's why we play Dynasty.
Yep. There are a couple guys in Dynasty that you really can't say anything about without getting completely trash for them. No. But buy Tony Pollard now while he's going in the 5th round, so next year you can make sure you brag about it when he's going in the 11th. If you really want to buy into high-producing running backs, why not do the running backs that have already fallen because of the age? There's zero chance that his value is higher next year than it is now with Tony. There's not a chance.
Please sell Tony Pollard. Please do not draft him. Draft a young wide receiver instead.
Nick
And if you're,
that's-
some of you are gonna watch this and still draft him anyways, and you're hopeless. I'm sorry. You shouldn't
Wow.
be playing Dynasty.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you guys? I mean, seriously. What is it about Tony Pollard that we're that excited about? You think Tony Pollard's the workhorse between the tackles back? Seriously? And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's Cam Akers season again. And he's sliding back.
Cam Akers,
so he's going.
SZN.
You have, I kid you not, a 3rd chance to sell Cam Akers. I am pleading with you to do it now. I've never seen. And people are like, oh, I'm not so sure I'm selling Cam Akers. Why would you not? Somebody's going to get on this jersey wearing a split Tony Pollard Cam Akers jersey and be like, these guys suck. Like,
The Bears suck. That's why they have the 1st overall pick. Yeah.
It is hilarious how much Bears fans have been flexing that they got the #1 pick. I'm like, you are flexing that you were the
We have
worst
Justin
team in-
Fields and the #1 pick. Is there a correlation there?
Because I can already tell people are watching this video and there's tears rolling down their face.
Clickbait.
They're so mad.
Subpar analysis.
Do us a huge favor. If you want these huge values, do a huge like on this huge video and make sure you huge subscribe. And that didn't make
Huge.
sense. Well, that got crazy really fast. Like really crazy. I honestly didn't expect it to be this eventful, and I honestly wasn't even like, I guess I wasn't forward thinking enough to think, okay, maybe we'll be doing a live stream about free agency today.
Yeah, I was expecting about 3 moves total today.
So
Russ was going to be the biggest
pull
move that I
up-
woke up to.
Can you pull up a list of all the moves that have gone down so far so we don't miss anything? I mean, this is wild, guys.
Free
Good to see
agent
you.
moves
Glad you're
today.
here. We're going to be here for a while answering questions, hanging out. We're going to do a Dynasty startup mock draft today. We're going to see how today's events have affected what the ADP is going to be for startup Dynasty drafts, because it definitely will affect it. And I'm honestly curious. I'm in the middle of a startup draft right now. I'm curious how it's going to affect that. But guys, in the middle rounds, like Josh Jacobs, big one. Green Bay Packers. Seriously? Aaron Jones now being cut, right?
So Devin Singletary is going to the Giants.
Oh, well, he's essentially Saquon Barkley, so that kind of works out for them.
Right,
Yeah.
right. He's a replacement.
Glad you guys are here. G16 says crazy day. It's been crazy. Help! I don't know what to do with Fields now. Get a time machine and don't ever roster him. Waffle Hauser says I had to leave the FSE video for this. It better be worth it. You'll have to let me know if it's worth it or not. Waffle Boy. Oh, there's a Waffle Boy and a Waffle Hauser, huh?
Nice.
Which one are we taking, guys? Waffle Hauser or Waffle Boy straight up in a 1-for-1 trade?
That's a good question.
Imagine going from Barkley to Singletary. Oh, so he already knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slight downgrade. Imagine being Houston and having to have Dameon Pierce as your first string running back again. Ben C says, let's go, fellas. Jags making moves. Yeah, Gabe Davis is going to carry them to the Super Bowl. Now that you're not super chatting me to say nice things about the Jaguars, I can talk crap again. So, yeah. But, I mean, they got Mac Jones, so you have that going for you.
Aaron Jones is released. That was obviously a paired deal or paired move that the Packers made with, bringing on Josh Jacobs and releasing Aaron Jones. I think they had $20 million on Aaron Jones this year if they didn't cut him.
Yeah. So are we selling high on Saquon? No, we are not selling high on Saquon. Actually, it depends. We'll talk about that. Let's get into our Dynasty Startup Mock Draft. First, like I mentioned, guys, you want a team blueprint for your Dynasty team. You want to get over in the Discord where we're talking about all these moves. Get our rookie draft guide. Use code DOMAIN at flockfantasy.com/domain. You know what to do with that. But wanted to get that in there real quick so you guys can be joining us having these conversations over there on the site with us. Here we go. Let's do it. Interested to see. I mean, look, most of this is going to be normal. Most of this is going to be normal.
It's all going to change.
Up front, I mean, is what I meant. But we'll see how it goes. So selling high on Saquon. I mean, if Saquon gets a giant value boost, yes. I would.
So his current market value is about the 6th round. Well, not current anymore. Before the move, he was going in the 6th round. Early 6th is around where you're seeing him go. If he moves up 2 rounds, like 2 full rounds, I would maybe consider selling him. But honestly, I don't want to compare him to Christian McCaffrey because Christian McCaffrey is another breed fantasy production wise. But I mean, honestly, you're looking at the same situation, and he just got a 3-year deal, and he's a luxury item now in an offense that isn't fully dependent on him and his production as a talent in the NFL, meaning that he could actually be more fantasy productive, just like CMC was in San Francisco, and he's probably not going to get injured as much because he's not going to be a bell cow.
So I
don't know how high you'd have to go for me to sell him, honestly. This is just awesome for his value.
It depends on what kind of team you've got. If you bought him because you knew he was a good buy, like we told people to, but you're not contending, I could absolutely see just capitalizing and being I'll take the picks now. Thanks. But
we had Saquon as a buy in our team blueprints, so often.
I still think if you can get anything 106 or higher for Saquon, I would take it. Don't you think?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely 105. 106, though, I feel like.
I mean, where's the 105 going right now? 3rd round?
3rd round. Yeah.
I mean, then, yeah.
I mean, by definition, right? So
yeah. I just don't know if anyone's doing that.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of deals over the next couple of days where people are sending the 106 for Saquon, or the 106 for Saquon. I mean, what about the 107?
I mean, do you think there's a world where people are afraid of Saquon's production and that he'll be more inconsistent because of the amount of touchdowns that Hurts gets every year?
Maybe.
I'm just trying to think of different opinions that people might have.
I'd honestly be
on the
happy
situation.
if people didn't elevate his value because of this. I honestly would, because then I could just keep him and he could die on my roster. 6th round Saquon Barkley.
I mean, ideally, yes,
deal.
but I guess then the question is, was his current value in the early 6 rounds already with the assumption that he was going to get a long-term deal somewhere else? And if that's the case, then I guess his value won't go up very much. But I honestly don't see. I have a really hard time seeing Saquon Barkley not go up boards after this because I mean it's the Giants or the Eagles.
Right.
The Eagles.
So let's talk about something
please.
real quick that's not in the comment section but happened in the draft. Who was the first receiver taken off the board, Nathan?
Justin Jefferson.
Who should the first receiver being taken off the board be?
Justin Jefferson.
And that does not change after today. Obviously, no. Kirk going to the Falcons changes a lot. I think it changes stuff for Addison a lot. I mean, I think it's a big deal for Addison. I mean, when you look at the splits with J. Jeff and Addison both on the field, Addison's splits obviously decreased by quite a bit. Not to mention without
After
Kirk Cousins, it was
went
worse.
down, yeah.
So I think this is a big deal for Addison. With
In
Huck,
fairness, though, you would assume that the QB they're going to go into 2024 with is not going to be Nick Mullins.
you would assume. No, they definitely not.
So
But it depends on who. It just depends on who they draft, or I guess
Yeah.
sign, but probably draft. So
please, oh my gosh, please.
So are we soft
please
selling
draft
JJ?
Michael Penix? Please.
I know for sure. The next QB of the Vikings will not throw 4,500 yards. Yeah, we're not. Look, go ahead and read JJ's stats when it was Nick Mullins. Like you were talking about this earlier. We're not selling JJ at all. In fact, I
don't even know why it's a question.
It's not. And
we've already established that J. Jeff is QB proof, and he just proved it this year. So, the last 4 weeks of the season when he was getting full opportunity, full snap share and stuff after his hamstring injury, when Kirk was out, Mullins was in with a mix of 2 or 3 other QBs. He had 10 targets, 10 targets, 10 targets, and 14 targets for 15, 26, 10, and 36 points.
It's Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
So no, we're not selling Justin Jefferson at all. In fact, if there's a buy opportunity, we'd rather buy. But
yeah,
probably not. I don't think it should affect his value.
No.
Also, when I get back, what do y'all think about Russ going to the Steelers? Do you think he'll get the starting job? I mean, yeah, he's going to get the starting job. They didn't bring him in to be a backup. And
well, they only paid $1 million to get him. So, I mean, if they get to training camp and Tomlin is literally like, yeah, this guy is completely washed and he absolutely sucks, they're out $1 million. They're paying more. They're paying more money to Mason Rudolph than they are Russell Wilson.
I feel like
which is insane.
Even if
like
he
what
sucked,
what a value.
Even if he sucked, he'd be better than Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I would anticipate.
Yeah, I feel like he'll start.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like he had a terrible year last year. He was a middle of the road QB in a market that was not great at the QB position, but he didn't get benched because he was playing awful football. He got benched because the Broncos knew and Sean Payton knew long term there's absolutely no way that they were willing to pay the amount of money that they were going to have to for the next 4 or 5 years.
That play action is going to be crazy in Philly. We talked about this. Anthony Richardson,
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor. Now you got Hurts and Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Let's see. Waffle House says he's homesick today, so he's here. Waffle House, glad you're here. Sorry you're sick. That sucks.
Yeah.
At work watching. What's up, Ben? Get off in 40 minutes. There you go. Right on. We'll be here for a while.
Ooh, Colts re-signed Grover Stewart. They're re-signing all their guys,
Yes.
man. They're bringing back literally everyone. All their
Grove
big
is
name
such a
guys.
good. What's this 3-year?
Well, he's one of the
$39 million?
He's one of the better run defense tackles in the league. Defensive tackles.
Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah.
They definitely needed to bring him and Pittman back.
Yeah, so that's him, Pittman. Who's the other big guy they re-signed? They just
Zaire.
did it, Zaire, and
Yeah.
then I think they did one other guy too. They haven't done Kenny Moore yet, and the other big name was Blackman, who I think they'll let him walk.
Probably. Reggie says patiently waiting for the Bengals to make a signing. They've got $40 million plus in cap, and all we've done is re-sign Drew Sample. Yeah. They haven't paid Jamar yet, have they?
No, they have not.
That's why I haven't paid him yet. That's why you haven't done anything.
Yep.
Yeah, just so you know.
Gus Edwards to the Chargers. Everybody, this is Gus Edwards season.
Gus Edwards to the Chargers.
Right. It's because of the.
It's because of Greg Roman.
Right.
Yeah. Is this good for Saquon or is it bad? So he was on the Giants. Now he's on the Eagles.
I don't know how this is. How is this not good?
I'm gonna say good.
How is it not good?
Like just being on a better team. Like maybe. Yeah. Yo, fellas and chat. What's up? I can get Saquon and DJ Moore and a 26 first for Puka in the 207. Oh wow. I could see why you'd want to do that. That's a lot of value there. 26 first didn't do much to me.
No, not really.
I'd probably hold Puka there
Yeah.
just to be safe. Best
This is
player in the
another
game.
Puka question, too. Would you trade Puka in the 201 for CeeDee Lamb in a 10-team? Yes, I would in a 10-team.
Yes.
Yep.
London, baby, wheels up. Let's
Yeah.
see. No, looking at the draft. Let's see. Nothing crazy yet.
So I'm kind of interested. Obviously, everyone's going to say, oh, Kyle Pitts, because of TJ Hawkinson, right?
Yes.
But they don't play the same. They really don't play the same position. Like Kyle Pitts is listed as a tight end,
But
he lines up as he's a
Hawk.
receiver.
He's
He's
not
not a Hawkinson at all.
I do think the Kirk Cousins move does affect Hawk a little bit too, or has the potential to. Like, I think
Yeah.
him and Hawk have
Oh, yeah,
really good chemistry.
I'm worried.
I'm
But the good thing and the promising thing for me, but we haven't seen Hawk and J. Jeff and Addison all together with after the Kirk Cousins injury. So
Right.
because Hawk was productive after Kirk Cousins got hurt, but J. Jeff was out too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll have to see.
Make sure if you're watching, drop a like on the channel, and hey, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Yep.
Let's see how many subs we got today. 86-28. All right, if you play Dynasty Fantasy Football, we are here for you. We'll have free agency videos coming out this week, as well as some more fun videos, Dynasty Cornerstone rankings. We have a debate video coming out this week. Nathan and I were debating in a video.
What?
So if you play Dynasty, make sure you subscribe for us.
Debating slash, just
arguing and-
punching each other,
And throwing
insults
hands.
at each other,
Yeah.
throwing hands. Yeah.
It really wasn't that bad. I listened to it again. It was pretty good.
Good.
Like, we weren't.
Good.
It wasn't. It
Yeah.
was pretty fair. Gus busted the Chargers. Brandon's excited about that one. So who scores more fantasy points?
You
Eckler
know what you should
or
do?
Gus Bus?
You know what you should Eckler. You know what you should do with the video that we put out too?
What?
Delete it.
Never stop again.
Put in the comments who wins. It'll probably be like 80-20
It would.
at least.
It would. I feel like we're gonna get a good idea based on what people are saying.
I think I already have a good idea that people are going to hate what I'm saying, but I don't really care. Like that was kind of the whole point.
that's never a reason not to have a take. Like,
Right.
that's how often are people
Justin
wrong?
Fields,
Like,
like,
yes. Like, we knew.
everyone hated what we said about Justin
This
Fields.
is 10-team Superflex start 9. You're trading Spears in the 206 for White after the Pollard deal. So that's technically the 204 and a 12 team. Spears in for White. I would still do that. Yes, I would still do that.
Yeah.
Nathan, I mean Rashad White. Like, I feel like he's fairly safe.
Yeah, I like Rashad White.
If anything, buy Justin Jefferson. The owner's fearful of the QB situation. Lando nailed it. Lando,
Yep.
what's up, buddy? Mystic Flame says, fully understand the draw plays for JJ no matter what. Yes, absolutely. Luke says, tough free agent for running back. Sold Kirk Cousins for picks. Turned into Aaron Jones, Roshan, and a 26-second. Yeah, no, never, ever sell free agents before free agency.
Yeah.
Ever. It's why we haven't sold T. Higgins. It's why we haven't sold Kirk Cousins, Tony Pollard. We haven't sold Saquon Barkley. We've been telling you to hold. Even Michael Pittman, we're like, hold on to just in case. Brandon Ayuk, we're saying not to sell yet, even though we don't like his price.
And yeah, sure.
It's a good point, and it's a lesson learned.
Yeah,
Like,
and I guess you could say maybe it's risky for those occasions where like everyone gets tagged. Like Saquon last year got tagged, Jacobs last year got tagged, Pollard last year got tagged, and you thought they were all going to get signed. But those were running backs, And this year, T. Higgins, right? But the T. Higgins thing has gotten interesting again because we were like, oh, we're going to have to wait another year. He's probably maybe going to lose some value because of the tag. Not necessarily. This was a non-exclusive tag, and if you looked at the details of that, that basically means that the Bengals hold the right and the power to trade him to anyone if he doesn't want to sign the tag. So I think, do you think it's more likely that T. Higgins stays or goes like this year, this offseason?
hot take stays.
You think he stays?
I think not by choice. I don't think the Bengals are going to
so they won't trade him, and he's going to be forced to sign.
Yes.
Kind of like the whole running back situation last year.
Yes, very similar.
I think if he stays, that'll be the conditions of what happens for sure.
So looking at the 4th round here, not a ton of movers yet. JT's there. Jaden Daniels. Let's see. Brandon Ayuk's there. He hasn't done anything today. Pittman at the 4-6, so pretty much the same price check for Pittman.
Yeah.
London at the 4-7. Look, guys, like, I'm not going to lie to you. I think London should be up half a round from this. Now, pretty easily. I would take London straight up over Nico Collins, I think. What do you think about that?
100%.
You think so?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I know Nico's good. It's not a knock on Nico. I think Drake London's fantastic,
London's
and I think Kirk
phenomenal.
Cousins is gonna. I think
Oh
he's
my gosh.
gonna feed London. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think Kyle Pitts is a non-factor compared to London and the impact that he could have on that offense.
Yes.
London's gonna be the guy. You guys, I mean, like,
This is his
I
year.
might even impulse buy Drake London. Like, I'm telling you, I might even impulse buy.
You know who else has been a buy very often on our team blueprints?
Oops.
Yeah, Drake London.
Yes,
A lot of Drake London buys.
Let's see. Tank Dell's there. Brock Bowers. Interesting. So Bowers, Andrews. So okay, there's already a notable slider here in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
We'll see where he goes.
Yep.
Chubb sold the 103 Dell, Kelsey, and Shakir for the 309 J. Jeff and Joku Kraft. So the 103 Dell and Kelsey for Njoku. So yeah, that's the 103 and Dell for J. Jeff. I mean, and then Njoku and Kelsey's kind of a wash. I mean, It depends on your league. I could see the down tier to 103 and Dell being okay because the 103 is going. I mean, if you look, he went 3rd round in this draft, I guess. Yeah, that's a good deal. I'm a Giants fan on life support. Please help. No, I mean, when you pick to be the fan of a sucky team, like, I mean, I live this every day of my life. I'm an IU basketball fan.
Yeah.
The Colts have sucked forever. Like, this is just what life is
Rip
like.
Andrew Luck.
This, I will say, like, the Giants have never looked more poverty franchise to me than today. Hurt Giants fan with the Saquon news. Another one. I'm sorry, our Griff Giants.
Hey, there goes Hawkinson. That's actually a fair price. Yeah, 5'3". Is that the guy you were thinking about where he goes?
Yes, and Fields at the 5'2".
Yeah.
He's sliding. Frick!
Hot take, Justin Fields is going to be a backup next year. No one wants him. No one cares.
Thoughts on where he stands after going to Philly? Buy, sell, hold. Right now, hold. We're going to hold until we see. Let's let the dust settle for.
Oh my gosh, you know what would be
Oh my
you know what would be
gosh,
hilarious?
dude.
What? Pitts, yeah.
Pitts to the 5-6 in this draft.
Yeah, I'm not paying
Okay,
that
so
price.
you're telling me.
I'd rather take London a round later,
yes, That's what I'm going to say.
Yep.
You nailed it.
We just had this discussion last year, and I understand it was a different situation, but it was Pitts or London. I know they can both produce, but give me the better receiver.
This is one mock draft, so I'm not going to make a reaction on this, but you're telling me that Kyle Pitts gets a 2-round bump and Drake London stays in the same place?
No.
Why would Pitts get more of a bump than London? I do not. London is good, guys. Let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I'd be comfortable with London. I'm not kidding. In the 3rd.
Who do you think? Let me know.
Late 3rd. Yeah.
Spam the comments and tell me who you think gets a bigger value boost from this, Pitts or London. Let me know. Let's see what the answers are.
LMK.
Pitts or London gets a bigger boost from this.
Hey, you know what's going to be really, really funny?
Joe Mama.
When the Bears draft Caleb Williams anyways, even though they're forced to keep Justin Fields, and Fields is the backup.
Just the backup quarterback to Caleb Williams because he gets beat out in training camp by a guy who can. No.
Oh, my gosh. And they're going to just be all offseason after they draft Caleb. They're going to be like, oh, this is going to be a full-on competition.
Yeah. SD Edit says London. Ryan says Pitts. Why? Why Pitts?
Oh, my gosh.
Why Pitts?
Ryan.
Explain, Ryan. London, without a doubt. That's where I'm at. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think they both get boosts. I don't think people realize how good London is. Kirk loves his wide receiver ones. Preference Pittman over London. Ooh, that's a tough one. Boogaloo Magoo, what's up?
London.
Yeah, I think I'd go London at this point. This is not reactionary.
London
Look at what
by
Kirk Cousins has been able to do with...
Dude, London's younger. He's still on his rookie deal. He's a very, very good wide receiver tied to a high-volume quarterback. And Michael Pittman, as much as we love Michael Pittman and our Colts fans, and our opinion of Pittman and Dynasty is like completely independent.
Here's Ryan's answer, and now it's time to debunk this. TJ Hawkinson is why, according to him. We just had this.
Okay, but what about J. Jeff and Addison, the receivers?
Yeah, but he's saying TJ Hawkinson is why Pitts gets a bigger boost than London.
Okay, but why can't London, who's the one, why can't he move up a couple rounds?
Our biggest point there that I was trying to get Nathan to say was that TJ Hawkinson and Kyle Pitts are completely different players and completely different types of tight ends. Yeah. I mean, you know as good as anybody, Ryan. Like, Kyle Pitts is not a tight end.
He functions as a
wide receiver.
He's like a Travis Kelce type of tight end.
Hawkinson's a tight end.
Right.
Like, yes. I mean, London's also only 22. I totally agree there. I think Pitts is just straight overrated if he stays in the same spot. There you go.
Is there a reception perception for Kyle Pitts? I know they don't do tight ends, but would they make an exception for Pitts? Because the amount of times I would like to see how much he lined up on the outside.
Here we go.
Last year.
Here we go. Barkley at the 5'9", Jacobs at the 5'10". So about a round and a half boost for both of those guys. I think it's deserved.
I got Barkley at the 6'2". in that draft. So that's just a half round.
Okay.
At best.
Well, Jacobs was going in the 7th. So
yeah, Jacobs got the bigger boost.
But they're back to back now.
As
they're on similar deals in both in fairly good offenses.
Green Bay likes to run. They want to run the ball, which is very obvious because of the amount of times they gave AJ Dillon the ball, even though he couldn't do crap because he's so bad.
Look at relative value. Okay, yeah, technically going from the 7th to the 6th round would be a bigger jump than going from the 4th to the 3rd, technically. But again, like, we think London's still the guy there. London's still the guy. Like, I'd much rather buy London.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts, like, look, I think Kyle Pitts is great, but not 5th round great. Not 5th round grade. Kirk Cousins at the 6'2".
Since he made a defensive move, they got a secondary guy. They got Geno Stone.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Bengals fans.
Cheap deal. 2 years, $15 million.
If the Chiefs just sit and watch free agency come and go without another wide receiver, I'm going to be so pissed. We need that three-peat. They're not getting a wide receiver from free agency. They're getting one in the draft.
Yeah.
100%.
They just paid Chris Jones $100 million.
Yeah, no,
They're not paying money. No more money.
I meant Rashad White. Yeah, I know you meant. Yeah, I'm still taking White there. Did you see T. Higgins ask for a trade? Yeah, I don't think they grant it to him. Drake London price check. Right in this draft, at least it was about the same. We'll see how much it goes up, but people seem to be giving the boost to Pitts, which I disagree with. Mike Evans, did you see he was back on a, I think, 2-year, $30 million deal?
Yeah, you didn't know that happened? That was like a week ago.
I guess it didn't come across my screen.
Really? I thought I mentioned it.
I saw it the other day.
I
and
thought
was like,
you knew it.
No.
And then because it came a few days before the Baker deal. And yeah,
Swift and Waddle or Higgins and JSN. Ugh. Swift and Waddle.
Oh, I'd take Higgins and JSN.
You're gonna totally ignore the Lockett stuff, aren't you? I mean, like it makes a big difference to me. Like, we'll do a video on this week or next week.
We can talk about it because for me,
that's what I had Ryan do some research on it, and oh man, it's gonna take. I mean, it would be JSN would have to.
So you're out on JSN?
Well, where's he going? 5'12". I would.
He's not usually. Is that usually his price?
Yeah, he's usually one of the 5th. I mean, it depends on where he goes, obviously. But if he goes in the same spot he has been, yeah, I'd rather have Kirk Cousins right now. I'd rather have Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, in a super flex league, sure.
I'd rather, yes. Well, I mean, I play in super.
But
flex
I mean,
leagues.
I'd rather have JSN than Deshaun Watson.
Probably,
You know?
yeah. But Deshaun just sucks. That's part of it.
Yeah.
Only saying it's potentially not good because Hurts could vulture a lot of touchdowns. We don't think that Hurts is going to vulture as many touchdowns next year. I don't think he runs that back. But then I say, like, no way they're paying him $14.25 million a year not to give him the ball in the red zone. Yeah, no. People said this was JT, and we're going to hold our ground on both of them.
Are they? Is Seattle loading up to draft a QB?
I'm telling you, they could. Yeah. They could also trade for Fields.
Because that's kind of another reason for me to not sell JSN. I just don't know what's.
I just don't think it matters. Like
I would rather sell the guys that the situations are set. Like I'd rather sell a Kyle Pitts going in the same range.
Hey, all jokes
than a
aside,
JSN.
I like Tajay and Pollard on the same team. Thoughts?
You like who and Pollard on the same team? Oh, Tajay and Pollard. Oh, duh. My thoughts on that are.
I think they have very similar.
They have very
skill
similar
sets.
skill sets. So what are we expecting Tajay?
How do you expect them to complement each other?
Neither
would
of
be
them
my
are bell
question.
cow running backs, and both of them are strong in the receiving game. Generally, you have a guy who's a big bruiser on the ground like a Zeke Elliott with a Tony Pollard. Like that's the first kind of real nice duo that you look at.
Yeah.
I don't understand. To me, I think a lot of things have to settle, and I wouldn't 3 hours after the Pollard move just assume that Tajay is honestly sticking with the Titans. There are a lot of teams out there that could use a receiving back, especially one on a rookie deal for cheap. Why not just go trade for Tajay Spears? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. If it ends up being Tajay and Pollard, like, one, that sucks for Tajay's value because Pollard's the guy they're paying him. But also at the same time, I legitimately don't understand it. I don't understand what they're doing if they're holding both those guys.
Also, dear God, let me have this draft, please. Pretty good draft so far, buddy. Newbie over here, love the content. Yeah, right. Becca, our lead creative. Shout out, Becca. You see our thumbnails. You see our channel design. You see our graphics on our videos. She made them. Isn't it awesome?
Yes.
Doesn't it look good? And she's going to redesign all this whole live stream stuff we got going on here pretty soon, so it'll look even better.
Yep.
Bengals actually made a move. LOL, Geno.
Yep.
Yep, they did. Earlier this week, I traded the 108 for Barkley in a Dynasty 12 team. That's D's sports card. Hey, D's, guess what? That's a great trade. Way to buy low right before free agency. That's the way to do it. Dynasty Psych, what's up, buddy? Absurd Saquon value here. No shot. There's a 2-round gap with Christian McCaffrey. 2+. I mean, really, it's 3 rounds. Like it's
well, yeah, that's kind of what I
1,
mentioned
2,
just a little bit ago. Like, I understand CMC is he's a cheat code.
So he said similar type of mega boost in landing spot value. Entering age 27 season with CMC entering 28.
I think that you're onto something, and this could be something in the future. If the price gap is still pretty significant, I would pass on CMC and I would pivot to Saquon Barkley. Like that's definitely something I could see us leaning towards in the future if the price.
Maybe
again,
I'm gonna come around to
looks the
this.
same.
Like maybe I'll come around to it. I'm not. I think I just am skeptical
I mean, do you
right now.
do you like CMC's deal better or Saquon's or price better or Saquon's?
Price Saquon's yeah, for sure. But I also don't think like Saquon should be up here like in the third.
No,
fourth.
but that's kind of the point. Is obviously the guys that are going lower, you're not getting the exact same production.
But part of that though is Christian McCaffrey's value. Like I'm not touching Christian McCaffrey in a second. Like,
so
I'm
the return that you're getting on Saquon's production in a situation is going to be more
Far
valuable
higher
than
there.
the return
Even
you're
in the
getting from
fifth it would
CMC. Even though CMC will not inevitably, but pretty confidently would say that CMC will outproduce Saquon next year. Like it, that's why they're going that far apart.
Buckeye DK says, "Hey, is Eckler supposed to be getting signed, or is he still with the Chargers?"
He's a free agent. He's on the street right now. Technically,
Is he an unrestricted free agent?
yeah. I can double check to make sure.
If Sanders and Swift can be top 5 in rushing, that's true. But you are going to have a slightly different offensive line there without Kelsey.
Yes, he's a free agent.
So they're going to need to get somebody solid at center. I will say that.
You know a deal that went down today that is going to go super, super under the radar that no one's even going to think about?
What?
The tight end, Colby Parkinson, to
yeah.
the Rams. He got paid.
What is up with
It's
that?
like 3 years, $24 million. He's been like he's just been buried in the tight end depth chart in Seattle for years. And franchise guy is obsessed with him. Obsessed.
Well, I mean, they used him a lot. Like, you would just see him
he actually,
snipe touchdowns.
he called it too. And he said in one of his videos, in a free agent video, he was like, yeah, it's not a free agent video without me mentioning Colby Parkinson because I love him. But seriously, if like there's a team that's probably out there that will probably pay him money because he's shown enough and could actually get.
So you think
some
he
good production.
muscles Higbee out for that?
Yes.
So
I'm confident.
Is
in
Higbee is he just going to get released?
Well, let me look.
If there's one thing Kirk loves, it's a check down tight end. Is Kyle Pitts really a check down tight end though? Like that's kind of my point.
No, he's not.
That's kind of my point. Like Hawk is a check down tight end. Pitts really isn't. So that's why I'm just not like totally sold on that yet. It's not, to me, Kirk and Hawk is not Kirk and Pitts. I think there are two totally different relationships there.
Higbee has 2 years left on his deal.
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like Stafford will continue to throw to Higbee. So I feel like it quashes Colby Parkinson's value a little bit. But
yeah, I mean, he becomes at least relevant. I mean, they paid him like.
I know, but I mean, you got to understand. I mean, maybe
this happens with tight ends often, though.
Yes.
So,
yes.
But generally, I mean, what have we talked about the last couple of years with tight ends? It's been the offenses that are horrible. Like it's been the Falcons and the Patriots pretty much have been the big ones. He just signed a come on, where are we at? Dang it! Give me the details.
I saw it. It was
3 years, $22.5 million with a $15.5 million guaranteed.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Traded Metcalf in the 311 for London a month ago.
Gosh, he's only 25.
That was such a smoking deal, dude.
He's 6'7", 265.
Waffle House says in bread we trust. Whatever. Yeah. Jake Gibby says, would you do the 106, a 25 mid first and Mooney for London Bryce in the 205?
Minshew to Vegas.
What? No.
He's going to start.
What?
They're totally going. They're punting this year, dude.
So they're not going to take a quarterback.
Oh my gosh. McCarthy's going to fall.
I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see the deal on that one though.
Yeah.
2 year
deal.
He'll compete with Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah. In other words, he'll be the starter next year.
In other words,
he played well enough for the Colts.
That's another QB needy team that won't be taking quarterback.
Probably not.
That's interesting.
I think they're accepting the suck. I think they're accepting the suck.
Are they like in cap space purgatory or something like that? Like, what's the deal?
Well, no, they just paid $100 million of Christian Wilkins.
Oh, that's true.
I think maybe they're waiting one more year to build around a young franchise QB because of Devontae Adams' deal. They can probably get out of Adams' deal after this year. And they just lost Josh Jacobs. So they're probably trying to build every other position outside of
that's interesting.
Your cornerstone. offensive guy. I don't know. I think everything going on in Vegas is weird.
We need a new backup now.
Yeah.
A good backup, too.
Yeah. JJ McCarthy.
Justin Fields.
I'm kidding. I like JJ McCarthy.
We just get Justin Fields can be our Tyler Huntley. Would you do the 106, 25 mid first and Mooney for London Bryce in the 205? Personally, I would.
Huntley would actually make sense. You're right.
Personally, I would probably take the London Bryce side there. I'd take the London Bryce side.
Oh my.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
What are you seeing? What's going on?
So Jacob's deal was 4 years, $48 million. So that's $12 million a year. That's face value. Now that doesn't mean. I bet you that 2 of those years are probably guaranteed, and that they have an out after for the 3rd year, because there's no way they paid him 4 years.
I'm interested to see how he does there. Like, really interested. Hot take, but I'd take London over Olave right now. That's a hot take, but I respect it. Where do we think Hollywood's going? I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't have an idea where he would go.
Who could utilize him? I think he stays.
I think he does too.
I think. Why not? He and Kyler are really good together, honestly, and he can push the ball downfield. Some people say Hollywood is just a field stretcher. I disagree. I think he can play. So.
Jacobs and Barkley deserve the boost,
too.
but I'm still fading running backs past the top 4. Kind of same there, honestly. Pitts needs to have a decent season. He's a top 5 tight end. Again, people will get moist if he shows any promise, and he'll immediately get overvalued by the public. That's true. London can only jump so high. That's not true. I think London has this. I think London has early second round dynasty ceiling.
Yeah.
Easily, I think he does.
Yep.
London is so good. He's so good. London's got 2.5 rounds to jump here, in my opinion.
Minshew just got low-end starter money. 2 years, $25 million, $15 million guaranteed. He's starting.
Good night.
So, you know what that means?
What?
It's another team that Fields is not going to.
And, honestly.
Who's going to take him? I don't think anyone's interested. Why would they be? He's not a good passer.
Superflex, tight end premium, Waddle, Swift, or Higgins, JSN. We answered that one. What to do with JSN? Buy, sell, or hold? Nathan, what's your verdict here?
On JSN, hold.
I would sell for the right price at this point. I would sell for the right price. Yeah.
Who's looking to buy JSN now because of the Lockett news?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Are people giving the right price? I don't know, but he's going in a similar spot as he was. So it just depends. If people still want to pay this price, I'll sell them at this price. If they don't, I'll just hold them. Singletary to the Giants. 10-team 1 QB London, 202 or 105 and 25 first.
105 in the first.
You think so?
Yeah.
So who we got? Neighbors, Harrison, Odunze, Bowers, BTJ. It's one of those 5 you get. And 25.
Oh, this is a 1 QB?
It's a 1 QB, yeah.
Oh, that changes things. Never mind. Give me London.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Sorry.
I'll probably take London.
I was assuming it was Superflex.
Literally just sold JSN and Muth for Ridley on the 107. I'm fine with that trade. You get the 107 for JSN.
I mean, we were already considering 106, 107 range for JSN before this went down, so I think that's fine.
How much more would I need to add on Rashee Rice to send Waddle and get a stack of Mahomes? How much would I need to add on for Rashee Rice? You're sending Waddle. Okay, I know what you're asking now. Or should I be avoiding Rice if it costs Waddle? Yeah, no, I'm definitely taking Waddle straight up. So I wouldn't trade. If anything needs to be added, something needs to be added to the Rice side of that. So you would need to get something back. I would want at least an early second back.
Yeah.
What do you do with Pollard if you're stuck with him in Dynasty? Hold, you're stuck. There's a clip in our intro video, and it said, it was from last year.
But buy Tony Pollard when he's going in the 5th round, even though you know he's going to go in the 11th a year from now, essentially.
Word for word what I said last year.
Where is he going now?
Yeah.
The 11th round. We knew his price was going to get cut in half. Yeah.
I did the trade. Barkley, DJ, 26 first for Puga in 207. Dang. All right. Sean says, what's up, guys? What's up, Sean? Are either of you guys interested in taking over an orphan team? Us, no. Because we have our hands full with this business.
Yeah.
But they have Stroud, Barkley, JJ, Pittman, and McBride. That's a really good team. Local league in Indy. Oh, it's a local league. That's kind of fun. Yeah, we probably couldn't do it, though. I wish we could.
Yeah.
But I bet somebody in the
invite.
comments will. You could find somebody pretty easily.
Yeah.
Vincent says, I believe you guys are exhibiting recency bias towards Pitts. While London is certainly talented, he's not significantly more talented than Pitts.
That's a little.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Pitts is perfectly talented, right? I mean, he is talented. You look at his draft capital, you look at his situation. He was a unicorn prospect. It's less about Pitts and more about Kirk Cousins.
Price.
And
well, it's more about the price. Who climbs up boards more? It was Pitts, not London. London stayed where he was, and I mean, I honestly think the recency bias with Pitts is more the fact that he's increased in price, not necessarily that we want to sell him,
right?
or that we don't like him. It's just
Pitts, it's not Pitts.
I don't know. The more talented thing, to me, that's a bit subjective at the moment because we honestly haven't seen either of them produce at a super high level consistently because of the situations that they've been in. So I wouldn't say one way or the other. I mean, I guess my subjective opinion is that London is more talented than Pitts, but I guess with the price increase, a lot of people are leaning the other way. So
we're at 19 likes. Let's get to
170 viewers.
Yeah, let's get to 50 likes, and we'll do another Dynasty startup here right after this. We'll check out some more values.
I want to see a rookie draft
we'll
too.
Answer questions. Yeah, rookie draft. We can do. I mean, that takes 5 minutes. So, would you all rather see a rookie like Penix, Nix, McCarthy in Minnesota, or would you rather have them trade for somebody like Fields or Darnold? I'd rather see. Honestly, if I had to choose one of those guys right there, I would choose Penix to be in Minnesota.
Easily, I would. Oh
I think Penix would
Penix
ball with those weapons.
Seriously,
Minshew.
Does he not make a lot of sense to you two going there?
Yeah, it makes
like
sense.
just because
I think just the weapons alone,
his passing volume.
Yeah. Minshew to Vegas. So I'm curious, Nathan. I think Minshew might be a little bit of a buy in Dynasty now.
Yeah.
What are you paying for Minshew? Would you give a late second?
I'd pay a late second.
I would pay a late second for Minshew. There we are.
Yep.
On the record, he's going to start there.
Yep.
Seems he's a unicorn. Minshew the Raiders. Dang it, LOL. I traded the 109 and the 201 for the 106.
Devin Duvernay to the Jags. 2 years, $8.5 million. Upside of 12.5. Why the heck would you ever pay that? Honestly, I love that the Jags are making those moves because they're in our division. So.
Classic Jags. Shad Khan, baby.
That's like a New England move.
It is. Well, New England has been making New England moves, too. It's what's funny. And Bill's not even there anymore. It's so funny. I traded the 109 and the 201 for the 106 and Godwin. Win or loss? Win. That's a win.
That's a win, yeah.
Yeah. Fields' value is on life support. You bet it is.
Mm-hmm.
Amon-Ra versus Addison, Walker, and Downs. Sun God.
Amon-Ra.
Yep. Reggie says Bengals stealing Geno Stone from the Ravens for a bargain deal. Those Bengals, I'll tell you what, Bungles.
Mm-hmm.
If I have Waddle, what kind of trade should I try to pull off to get London? Close to 1 for 1. Try, please.
Well, where'd they go in the startup?
If you can send
back to back
Waddle in the 301 for London, I'd take London there. Pretty easily.
Agreed.
If a shallow league, I'm on Ross Skylar. It's crazy deeply. Yeah. Same thing. Reggie, Bears, Commanders, Patriots are all locks at drafting a quarterback. Can we group the Vikings and the Broncos in now? I wouldn't say, actually, Vikings, yes. Broncos, yes. Yeah, that's it's still 5 teams.
Oh, dude. Dude. It's my turn in the domain team league. Guess who I'm taking?
Who?
Minshew, dude.
Oh,
we're in the 13th round.
Oh, yeah, that's a good deal. Yeah.
He's the last relevant QB on here, dude.
Yes, that's true.
Let's go.
Cody says I traded in a 1 QB league. 105, 109, 2.
You're on the clock.
209, thank you. And Josh Jacobs for Gibbs.
I'm glad I waited.
Gibbs and Anthony Richardson in a 1 QB. Okay. This is 2 months ago. What do you think? Nathan, you want to answer that one? That's loaded.
Yeah. So in a 1 QB, obviously, so I'll prefer Gibbs over the 105 and the 109 in a 1 QB. The 209 and Josh Jacobs or Anthony Richardson in the 210. Give me Anthony Richardson. So Anthony Richardson right now, according to Keep Trade Cut, in a 1 QB is QB6. Did you know he was ranked that high in 1 QB? His price is high.
Well,
He's actually much more valuable than Kyler Murray.
Interesting.
I think it's very surprising in a 1 QB.
That is interesting. I would think Kyler would be valuable too.
Right. And he still is, but not nearly as much as they are.
Yeah.
I would lean the Gibbs and AR side still there in a 1 QB. So, yeah, those are my thoughts there. Falcons have a high chance of adding another elite receiver in the draft like Neighbors or Odunze. They need speed. They have the need for speed. As much as they've invested in the offense the last couple of years, they have a lot of talent, but that talent does not include a lot of speed. So if they got a speed, honestly, Xavier Worthy to the Falcons would not be bad.
So that's my pick, right? 'Cause he got a 3-year, almost
what
up to
pick
$20 million deal.
What pick are we on?
I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to count for me. We'll just do it after this. Yeah. This one's for you, Nathan. So check this one
really?
out. Yeah.
Nathan, JJ McCarthy is 100% going in the first. How do you feel about that?
Ask him tomorrow after the video comes out.
Ask me the day of the draft if he goes in the first, and then I'll probably just cry. But then I'll get over it, and the NFL has spoken. So at this point, it's just a shot called for me. I'm not going to be butthurt if he gets drafted in the first. But
I did not see we had a super chat.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. So
Llama guy.
I just hope
buddy.
he doesn't go to Minnesota for your sake, Ryan, because I know you are not a fan of that.
Waffle Hauser says we're on pick 302, by the way.
Okay.
So who are you taking there?
Probably the 302.
Really?
Yeah, I don't trust anything going on.
Downs, Ferguson, and Trey Tucker for Gabe Davis.
Oh, actually, never mind. You need to take him.
Interesting.
You need to take Fryermuth.
Downs,
Name drop.
Ferguson, Trey Tucker for Gabe Davis in the 108. Win? Yes, that's a win. That's a win, in my opinion. I'd take the 108 over Downs. I would take Davis over... Davis and Ferguson are even, probably. So, yeah. That's a win. Yeah. Llama guy, thanks for your super chat, buddy. Appreciate it. It says 1 QB, not a super flex. It's closer, but I'd still probably take the 108. Regular, not tight end premium. Yeah, I'd take the 108 side then. There you go. It evens it back out.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for a super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. Do you guys think there's too big of a gap between Nico Collins and Tank Dell? Yes.
Yeah.
There is big.
I think it should be dang near back to back.
I do too. I'm a Hawks fan. I'd happily give up a third to have Fields sit behind Geno or battle out in training camp for the start. I believe you would.
I think that's the only, at this point, the only realistic landing spot that I can envision now. And it, before today, was really the last place I would have guessed, but feels like it's the only relevant place now that would be willing to take on Fields for a cheap. I mean, at this point, I don't think Fields is traded for any more than a third. Max.
Yeah.
Right?
It doesn't seem like it.
I mean, that was my prediction a few weeks ago, but now I'm like, but I thought it was bold then. Now I'm like, third maybe.
Wait, we're at 33 likes, guys. If you guys want to do another Dynasty Startup Draft live here on the stream, get to 50. 17 more likes, please. Any news or speculation on Fields yet? You just kind of heard it. I mean, there's just not been anything, and his value, I mean, what the Bears are going to be able to get for him is decreasing every day.
Yeah.
Got London for the 108, 1 QB. Good job, man. That's crazy. Good deal. Took Pollard at 10-8. Sounds like you're saying I overpaid. No, that's a fine value, I think. Fine value. Devin Singletary to the Giants have any value? That's kind of what we're just discussing.
He actually does at the moment. I mean, yes, he has value. He had value before the move. He has value now. Look for the Giants to be in the market to draft a running back. It doesn't have to be day two, but there's going to be somewhere that's competing with Singletary.
They're paying him up to $6.5 million a year.
Yeah, I know.
That's a big deal.
But I mean, the Saints are paying 3 different running backs at the same time, and they're just doing it for kicks. So,
yeah,
well, 2 because Kendre is a rookie. But
I don't believe in Keon Coleman. I bet the 908 F it. 908 is pretty good value for him. Not gonna lie, especially if he gets the draft capital people are talking about. All right. We'll see if we end up doing another one of these if we hit our likes threshold, but it's time to pick our favorite teams. All right, so first of all, let's go through and look at some of the movers. Past the 6, we're answering some questions there. Baker Mayfield in the 6-8, he got a deal recently. Okay. Debo went at the 7-3 in this draft. I just thought that was kind of interesting. Pickens didn't really get a boost.
Cooper moved up, like, notably.
Amari type?
Early 8th.
Yeah. I mean, that may just be an outlier.
It could be.
JJ McCarthy in the 7th, by the way, Nathan. Let's see. Ingram, Kelsey,
McCarthy in the 7th, yeah.
Swift at the end of the 7th, so not really a bump for him at all, which I think is warranted. I don't think there's a bump for him to be had. Spears in the 8th, so same place. And Pollard in the 11th. What do you make of that?
Pollard in the 11th?
Pollard in the 11th, Spears in the 8th.
Love that value with Pollard.
I do too.
I'll take Pollard over Spears.
I would take Pollard at price easily.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, drafted by the same guy. So one of our
mother
flockers, but I don't want to try to pronounce his name. Let's see. Jalen Wright went there.
KV, he hate me.
Calvin Ridley down to the late 10th. That's kind of funny. Russell Wilson still in the 11th round. Gardner Minshew in the 12th. Roman Wilson.
Ramondre the 11th.
Yeah, Ramondre in the 11th. Yeah. Gibby, did Gibby go on here? So we're still taking Ramondre.
Higgins
over Gibby,
early 5th.
Aaron Jones just went in the 12th. He'll go up. Go buy Aaron Jones right now if he's going to go there.
Yep.
He'll go somewhere.
Yep.
He'll go somewhere. All right, favorite team. Let's see. Honestly, I think Waffle Hazard has my favorite team today. I like Kyler and Richardson, but I love Laporta, and that's my favorite pick there. Smith and Higgins is really good. Diggs and White is really good. 2 good rookie running backs. I mean, that's Keenan Allen the 11th. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, good team.
Waffle Hazard, if I walked away with that team, like, I would be thrilled. So, great team, buddy.
Yeah. Give me Zay. Herbert and Caleb. He gets Tyreek and DJ Moore, Jaden Reed, Debo Samuel, Lad McConkey. Hawkinson is his tight end. Bo Nix in the later rounds as well, with some rookie running backs at the end and JT Sanders. So good team there.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. How many likes? 49 likes. One more and we'll do it. So there you go. There's our first startup draft. We'll do another one here. We'll keep answering some questions. We'll talk about all free agency. Drop your questions about guys affected by NFL free agency from a dynasty standpoint today. We're going to answer all of them. Let's check, see if we've gotten any. Yeah, we got one more subscriber. There you go. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be a part of the community, our exclusive supporter community, where can they go, Nathan?
flockfantasy.com/domain. You have to use code domain.
Yep, and you get our rookie draft guide. You get all of our live free agent reactions, honestly. You get a team blueprint for your dynasty team, a comprehensive multi-year plan for your dynasty team. Here's an example of one we did last live stream. But you get one of these. We'll do it on the channel. We'll review your team. Then it's a one-on-one process with you to make sure that you win your dynasty league or to get you in the best possible position to win your dynasty league. So like I said, flockfantasy.com/domain. 57 likes. So we're going to do another dynasty startup draft. I'm going to get that loaded up real quick. Nathan, you want to take some questions real quick?
Yes. Sell everything on the Giants, all hot garbage. It's not a question, but that's pretty great. We got a super chat here from Z-Monger. 12-team super flex. Team A gets Kyler Murray. Team B gets Spears, Rodgers, Pierce, and the one. It's Kyler. It's not close. The 108 there that's way too late of a first for me to be sold on taking the pick side over Kyler Murray. Spears, who now has a tough situation with Tony Pollard now in the same running back room. Aaron Rodgers does not move the needle for me. Dameon Pierce does not move the needle for me. I mean, I'm looking at this as Spears in the 108 for Kyler Murray. In a super flex league 12 team, it is Kyler Murray by a mile. Appreciate your super chat, man.
Okay. I just dropped the second dynasty startup draft that we're going to do right now for our mother flockers in the Flock Fantasy Discord. So if you are one of our
30-second timer for this one, by the way. Yeah. It was a minute last time.
Yeah, well, they asked me to do a minute. It went plenty fast.
I see.
So
yeah.
it only was.
Yeah.
We can do 30. We can do 30 seconds for this one. So if you are a mother flocker using code domain, head over to the announcements tab over on the Discord, and you can get in the draft with us. And then if it doesn't fill up, I will send it to all of you in the YouTube, and you guys can jump in with us, and you can draft with us today. Like I said, keep dropping your questions. We're here to talk about what's going on today and try to figure all this stuff out. This is a lot. Honestly. So
it's
very exciting. Reese says it's his first live stream. Let's go. Reese, welcome. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. Gus Bus got traded. We saw that. Just got here, so sorry if somebody asked, but what do we think the Falcons do in the first round? That's a great question. Obviously, no need for QB, and it seems like there's no reason to take a skill position. I mean, if they're anything like they have been, they will take a skill position anyways. But what do you think they do?
I think they probably go defense. They have a lot of need there.
I just dropped the.
they've been
drafting.
They've drafted offense the last 3 years. So if they were to go, because they need speed. So if they go, there's plenty of speedsters and that aren't probably going to go day one. Like, why not get Troy Franklin day 2?
Right. Yeah.
You know, they have plenty of other needs on that team. I think they're just fine with who they have right now. Hold down the fort for like 60 seconds.
So I just dropped the sleeper link right here in the chat. So if you want to join and be a part of this draft, jump in.
Okay.
Waffle
the Niners signed Leonard Floyd.
Oh. Interesting. The Niners got better. How about that? Almost full here. We got 2 more spots, and then we're going to keep going here. Interested to see this one. I'm interested to see like what the outliers were from that draft. I'm hoping to get some good ADP data from some of these drafts and some from some of these startups that we're doing. One more spot to fill here. You can jump in if you want to draft with us. Like I said, drop a like on the video. Interested to see here what was an outlier, what's actually going to stick. But obviously a very, very busy day. So there we go. Our draft is full. So we'll switch over. We'll do another Dynasty startup mock. We'll see what sticks and what is going to be very, very changed. Josh Allen at the 1-1. That's obviously a big one. SD Edits with the super chat. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for your super chat. You traded Garrett Wilson and Rashad White for Drake London, JSN, and a 25 first. Holy smokes, man. Any thoughts? Nathan, since you recommended I go after JSN in London. Obviously, Nathan's a genius, even though he's not sitting here. Don't tell him I said that. And that is a fantastic trade. I think Wilson and London are closer than people admit, but when you're talking about JSN and a 25 first for White, it's obviously you're taking JSN over White, but a 25 first does not make up for the difference between Garrett Wilson and Drake London. Absolutely does not. So I think you nailed that trade. I think that trade in the future is going to be highly, highly beneficial for you. So
Yeah, and I've been here the whole time, and I completely agree.
yeah. Oh, yeah, Nathan, I knew that.
Yeah.
So great trade. He said you recommended JSN in London here, so probably in the blueprint follow-ups.
Oh, yeah.
So he said Garrett Wilson and Rashad White for London, JSN
Oh,
at
my
25
gosh.
first.
That is, even with the JSN news, that's a good
Oh,
deal.
yeah, absolutely.
I
I
love
told him
that.
that's a smoking deal. So,
Yeah.
let's see. As a Vikings fan, we love Penix in Minnesota. Good. I'd love him there. Duvernay was a special teams move. Don't look into it too much. Yeah, I mean, that's an expensive special teams player, but yeah, I agree with you. Gibbs in the 110 for Chase.
Gibbs.
Yeah. How do we feel about Gabe Davis now? I feel like he's touchdown dependent.
A better Zay Jones.
Zay Jones is still there though, right?
Well, that's why I was confused with the whole thing, because they just signed Duvernay and then they signed Gabe Davis and they still have Zay Jones. So I'm gonna look it up, because if he isn't a free agent, this is his last year.
I honestly feel the same about Gabe Davis, not gonna lie. Like exactly the same.
So they have an out this year. So they might let him walk. They'd save $8 million.
Interesting. Okay.
Huh.
I feel the same. Diamond Gone Wild says this is super flex. You have Herbert and Bryce Young and Will Levis. Do you see any hope for Levis or Young? Young, yes. Nathan sees hope for Levis too.
Not because I like him. I just know he's going to start. So once people know he's going to start, he's going to be a sell, because I don't believe in him at all. I think the Titans were stupid 10 times over for firing Vrabel. And the only reason they did is because the owner was sold by the GM's argument for holding on to Levis and the GM and firing Vrabel, because Vrabel and the GM hated each other. So they couldn't have both. The owner liked both, and she had to get rid of one of them. So yeah, I think Levis is starting.
I'll go on the record with a hot take. I don't think Levis starts next year.
Who are they going to get?
I think we're going to find out. I bet they draft a quarterback. That's what I'm predicting.
Who's going to be left without a quarterback then? Because we've currently are talking about like 8 teams that will probably get a QB.
Yeah, but I mean, we're also losing some of them because like teams like the Raiders don't need a QB.
Okay,
so.
but it's the Bears.
Okay.
It's the Communists.
2.
It's the Patriots.
3.
It's the Vikings.
4.
It's the
Broncos.
Broncos.
5.
It's the Seahawks.
Seahawks I would not put in that group. I don't think there's any guarantee they need a QB or draft QB.
I mean, that's the exact same situation as Levis, because there's only 1 year of guarantee. With you've got Levis on a rookie deal where they don't really owe him anything anymore, and you have Geno, who is pretty much
it's not even close to the same thing. Geno is actually on like a deal. Levis on his
right,
rookie
which
deal.
they can get out of like very, very soon. Seattle,
As in this year soon or next year. They picked up his option, so he's gonna be. I that's why I think he's probably gonna start for them this year. I think it's unlikely that they get another QB. I'd like for them to, but I think it's totally different. So, but the 5, yes.
and then there's the Giants as well.
Yeah, they could. They're still fringe to me too. I think they need a QB really bad, but But I think the Titans, in my opinion, need a QB just as much as the Giants. Will Levis is not good. Like I think they might be. I think they also might be doing some smoke screening with that.
You realize like the NFL and the value of a rookie deal. Like they did this. We knew that Fields wasn't good way before Chicago decided to let go of Fields. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't get rid of him early because they wanted to ride. They're just NFL teams move slow.
I feel like Justin Fields, between the draft capital investment and also the upside that he has from a rushing standpoint, like I think that's part of the reason the Bears and the coaching change like made it like, okay, let's see.
Why the actual heck would the Titans ever fire Mike Vrabel if they were actually going to get rid of Will Levis? Vrabel hated Levis.
Yeah, I don't think that's the sole reason Vrabel got fired.
He couldn't even say anything nice about Levis, like ever. He was like physically.
Look, I said it was a hot take, but I don't think it's a bad take. Like I think it's very possible they draft quarterback.
To me, it just doesn't make sense why you'd fire one of the best coaches in the NFL if you were going to get rid of Levis.
So if he's one of the best coaches in the NFL, why is he not coaching?
Oh, so you don't think he's good?
No, answer the question. If you think that it was just like the Titans are stupid, they're starting Levis and they got fired, why did he not get a job? There were a third of the league jobs were open.
That's something that I'm trying to figure out because I think it's
I'll tell you why,
hilarious.
because it's not the only reason he got fired. It's not the only reason he got fired. He was not meeting the success standards for the Titans. Also, he was apparently like really intimidating to some people, which
this was the first year they missed the playoffs since he coached.
But they haven't done anything of relevance. Like making the playoffs in the AFC South for the past 3 years.
Haven't they made the AFC Championship twice? Or was it just once?
They have not made it twice. Did they make it once?
They made it at least once. I know they were a game away from going to the Super Bowl.
Oh. When was that?
It was not that long ago. It was like 2 or 3 years ago.
They were in the AFC Championship game?
Yes.
I do not remember that.
Yeah.
Any reason guys like Pittman, DJ Moore so consistently rank significantly higher than DK? DK has better production profile as the same age. Oh, gosh. You want to answer this? I can't do it.
Pittman and DJ Moore are number one wide receivers on their respective teams, and DK is not. Pittman is not as boom bust. He has a safer floor, and he was more productive. He is a low end.
2019 was the year. It was when they played the Chiefs.
Yeah. Low end wide receiver 1, high end wide receiver 2. DJ Moore was just a wide receiver 1 with one of the worst passing quarterbacks in the NFL, and that is objective truth. And he's going to get Caleb Williams. There's no competition there.
Yeah.
So I don't even think Pittman and DJ Moore are comparable assets to DK. Like, they're completely different wide receivers and totally different skill sets. And when you're looking at fantasy production, like, I trust DJ Moore and Pittman week in and week out twice as much as I do DK. Even though DK may end up having, decent enough production every single year, you know what you're getting from him at the end of the day, and that is boom bust potential every single week, and usually evens out around being a mid wide receiver too. So,
I mean, the main reason for the Pittman thing, 156 targets to 119, not to mention the quality of those targets for Pittman. Pittman's more consistent in a 12-team league.
He had 156 targets
this year. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. 10.6 yards per catch compared to
I knew
DK's
it was a lot.
17.
I just forgot it was
so
that
it's
much.
they're just different type of targets in our opinion.
Yeah.
Factually they are. One QB league, Amon-Ra St. Brown in the 2-way.
Ryan says DK is absolutely wide receiver 1 on his team. He doesn't play that
I didn't say he wasn't.
Position.
Nathan said that. Defend. I'm curious. I don't necessarily disagree.
I mean, production-wise, last year, if you're defining wide receiver 1 on their team from a production perspective last year, then yeah, I mean, DK was the most productive guy because
hey, Ryan, who had more targets last year, Tyler Lockett or DK?
Lockett had more targets, didn't he?
And even on a down year for Lockett, as long as DK's been there, they're complementary. They're totally different.
It's not a knock on DK being a 2. There are plenty of productive 2s, but when you're comparing DK to actual ones like Pittman and DJ Moore, that's where we have a problem comparing them because that's why Pittman and DJ Moore are ranked higher than DK. So
yeah, I agree with you actually. Nico Collins for Drake London in a 25-second 2 months ago. Feeling pretty good about this right now. Yeah, I like that. We said earlier on the live stream we'll take Drake London over Nico right now. Really would. Like, it was borderline for me before the trade. So,
I mean, I was telling people to trade away Nico Collins and get Drake London
Yeah.
in a lot of blueprints because I'm just more comfortable with London's outlook.
Yeah. Which side would y'all pick? Will Levis or Aaron Rodgers in a mid-third?
Levis.
Rodgers for me.
I don't trust anything going on with the Jets. I don't even trust Aaron Rodgers at this point. Like, I have no idea what's going on there.
I feel like over the next 3 years, I'd rather have Rodgers, and the third, it's
Do you
like,
even know
whatever.
if he's playing after this year?
I know he wants to. Of course, I don't know if he's going to, but I know he
Yeah.
wants to play for 2 to 4 more
I mean,
years.
if it's an absolute train wreck in New York this year, which is a very big possibility, then
I do not think the Titans are not a train wreck. Like, I think they're going to be pretty bad.
oh, they're going to be terrible.
And I think Levis is awful. So
Yep.
I
I don't even think it's super likely that Will Levis plays the entire year. I think he's that bad. I'm talking about his value for the offseason.
if you and I know that, I feel like they know that. That's why I'm saying, like, I think they might draft quarterback. I feel like
we
they
knew
know
that with Justin Fields, and the Bears were stupid
Yeah,
anyways.
well, the Bears are also the poverty franchise of poverty franchises, so there's that. Is T worth selling? The trade drama after he was tagged as nerve-wracking. I wouldn't sell him right now, no. What would you move Mims for? A second, mid-second, late second?
You think someone's paying a mid-second for
Yes,
Mims?
because of
Really?
the Judy news.
Oh,
Yep.
they're not even the same wide receiver. Mims is what he is. Like
Mims absolutely is what he is. Like, that's exactly why I'd sell him for a mid-second.
yeah.
Like,
talk about a
you're getting
team in the
somebody way
market for a
better.
wide receiver. Like, they're not going to pay for a wide receiver because they're in cap purgatory. But you think they draft one?
I don't know. I think quarterback's going to be
They
first.
re-signed Tim Patrick, which I think is funny. Well, they restructured his deal,
Yeah,
so he's
they're-
going to be back this year after being out for the last 2 years.
They're real special with their moves the last couple of years, starting with Russ. Like, it was just kind of crazy. At this point, they should keep Fields and take the value of trading back. With value in all caps. Yeah, Waffle House, in the NFL, value doesn't really matter if your quarterback sucks. What should we do with Roshan Johnson? Hold. He's a hold. Eric Gray season, LL. That's funny. Seems low for Dalton Schultz. Where did he go in the last draft? I don't remember. Let's see if I still have it up. Dalton Schultz. I mean, he's on a 3-year deal now, playing with C.J. Stroud. He went in the 12th. I agree. I think he's a really good value there.
Yeah.
Looking at this draft, let's take a look. All right, Jefferson still first off the board. Love that. Caleb, Kyler still at the turn. McCaffrey above Love. Like, how do you take in a super flex league? I'm just
JT in the middle of the 4th.
that's great value. I'm curious how you take McCaffrey over Love in a super flex, but
So Pittman in this one goes ahead of London.
London goes up half a round.
Right.
I like that.
Waddle's right there just ahead of Pittman. I don't know. For me, I
Nathan.
take Waddle and London ahead of Pittman.
Look what quarterback just went in the 5th, and look what quarterback hasn't been taken yet.
I mean, I don't really care. Like, I seriously, at this point, I know where McCarthy is going.
He's still not there. Oh my gosh, this is funny, man. This is funny. This is a victory lap, baby.
Why?
Because he's still not gotten picked.
A victory lap for the other QB. Oh,
Yeah.
I know who you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, I was like, what? What? I was trying
That's
to
what I'm
figure out
laughing about.
QB.
JJ McCarthy just went over him. JJ
Yeah,
McCarthy.
which is funny. But
and
like,
Kyle Pitts at 5.
I mean, JJ McCarthy. I think that just shows you how, like,
Yeah.
literally no one.
I know.
As much as I'm opinionated on McCarthy, and as much as Avery is not opinionated on McCarthy, I think all of us know that we just don't really know what's going on. Like, McCarthy just went at the 5-2 here. He went at the 7-2 last draft.
There goes Fields. All right, let's talk about this. So, London at the 4-1.
Pitts
Pittman
firmly
at the-
in the 5th round.
Pittman at the
Pitts is firmly going to be in the 5th round in pretty much every
Oh
start that we see
no,
now.
guys. No.
I mean, that's fine with me. That just means that better players are going to fall to me after, in the
So,
late 5th, early
Pittman
6th.
and London. Pittman in the 3rd is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, that's too high.
I hate that. I can't do that.
No.
Tua at the turn, which I've seen him go here consistently. I would trade for Tua. I would buy Tua in Dynasty at this price because he's gonna get signed. They're not gonna not sign him. I promise. I promise you they won't.
I mean, who else would they turn to?
Exactly.
They're-
They're re-signing Tua. So
It doesn't matter if Tua is or isn't good. They're paying him. So
Tank.
Jonathan Taylor at the 4-6 is steal.
Yeah.
Like,
agree.
ETN went 4 picks after him, and ETN is he doesn't even have a contract.
I know, and And he doesn't have
And he's
Anthony
not
Richardson either. Yeah.
James Cook at the 5'12". Is that normal?
Hawkinson went at the 4-4 in this draft.
Is James Cook at the 5'12" normal?
In some drafts, yeah. That's his
Woo!
max to me, I think.
Wow.
Hawkinson went at the 4-4 here. So he's not overreacting.
Yeah. I guess people are with
That's
the
crazy.
questions that they have for J. Jeff and Addison.
Barkley and Jacobs went in the exact same picks as they did in the last draft. The exact same picks. Like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah.
Like in the exact order. Barkley went at the 5'9" in the draft before this. Jacobs went at the 5'10". So there you go. You want your ADP for them? Late 5th.
So Addison, I think, is the one that's going to be taking the most significant hit here with the Kirk Cousins news. He was at the top of those rookie wide receivers from last year, 2023. You know, going
He
5th
went
round,
late
4th
5th in
round
the first
sometimes.
one,
Yeah, he's
and he went mid-6th in the
6'5"
second
here.
one. Yeah, he's definitely taking a hit.
Yep.
You taking Kyle Pitts or Jordan Addison in Dynasty?
Addison.
Me too. So there's a trade you could make, right?
Yeah.
Goff up there. Cousins in the 6th with Bryce Young. I like that.
A lot
like
of people
that.
were saying, I'm glad we didn't recommend buying Addison at his price. We were reluctant.
we were definitely
And it wasn't because we thought that Kirk Cousins was leaving. I thought Kirk Cousins was going to stay, and even with that news, wow.
Pittman in the 3rd, LOL. It's the last pick.
Here you go, JSN at the 6'8". So
that
seems a little more on par for what his price is going to be. It's probably going to be late 6th, maybe even 7th now.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that price. I'd hold.
Yeah.
Pittman in the 3rd. It's the last pick. It's still the 3rd. It's not like, what do you want us to call it, the 4th? I could have flipped him, but he would be in the 4th. I didn't care. Was taking both. Yeah, okay, fine. Pittman at the 4-1 is too high for us.
Yeah.
Like it really doesn't matter. That's semantics, but it's still 3rd round. Like, I mean, what were we gonna say? Like, you want us to be like, oh well. What do you guys think of Spears' value since Pollard got traded there? I think he takes a value hit. Do you think Spears, or do you sell Spears while the value is somewhat still high, or hold?
No one with this news, to me, is paying.
I think you gotta
high
hold
for Tyjae
I mean,
Spears.
let's see where he goes in this draft, because he went in the 8th round of the last
Yeah.
one. If he goes there, like, that's pretty much the same.
If I own Spears, I am not moving him at all right now. I'm not even exploring offers, because all you're going to get in your trade inbox right now is a bunch of buy low
Stupid offers.
for him, like
Yeah.
a couple thirds. I just don't see a realistic opportunity for you to actually sell high on him.
I want to know, not trolling. Oh gosh, if we do the baby shower, should we couple it with the all-night live stream? Would opening a gift per hour makes time fly? Nathan's planning the baby shower because I'm not. This is not my deal. I did not ask for this. So it's up to Nathan. You'll have to message him about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
pause.
true.
Do 30 second, please. Didn't realize this was live. Are we not on 30 seconds? We are on 30 seconds. Okay, cool.
Are we?
We are live, Warrior. What's up, Warrior King?
We actually are on 30 seconds, or did you?
Nope, I put it on 30 seconds.
Okay.
Dallas Turner to the Falcons. Very interesting. Falcons, watch out. Kirk's got to play good, but like they've got the tools.
It's literally a free division. Like if you
It is
walk
such
into
a
that
free
division and you
no,
have
they are
any,
instantly the betting favorites now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
instantly.
Well, that's why they overpaid, because they know it's a free road to win their division, and then
And
at
then
that
get a
point,
shot.
it's a shot.
Yeah.
It's a total shot.
You can get Bijan, Drake London,
Yes.
Kyle Pitts, and Kirk Cousins at a shot to the Super Bowl. Let's do it.
I've wanted to see Kirk Cousins in a Super Bowl for a while, and honestly, I wanted it to be with the Vikings. I really did. It makes me sad that he's not in the Vikings anymore, because I like the Vikings, but I still would like to see Cousins go the distance.
I'm not saying it. Gabe Davis the Moon. Yeah, in K1, like, we like you, but we don't like your team. Should I trade Minshew for the 209 and Curtis Samuel? No. Keep Minshew. Superflex League? Keep Minshew. How would you guys go about drafting with noobs in a Superflex Dynasty draft, like that draft like redraft? I would take all the future value. If they're drafting like redraft, it means they're taking all the contending pieces. Take the future value and kick their butt in a year.
Yep.
Make them trade all their picks to you, and then kill them. The Jets should really learn from their mistakes and go after Fields. Woo!
What? That would be not learning from their mistakes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Go
Like,
from
so
horrible passer to worst passer. Like,
did Pollard's stock go up or down today?
it went up.
Did it? Did it go up?
He just got contract insulation.
But he was going to get that anyways. I feel like it was already baked into his price. It was for me.
I have my questions. Like I didn't think he wouldn't get a contract, but I didn't think it would be 3 years. I thought it might be a 1 year prove it deal.
I would have preferred to go back to Dallas. So I would say neutral at best for me because I wanted him to go back to Dallas and I was expecting that. So
you were really?
Yeah.
I
thought he would.
That was never in the cards for me. I never thought
they went after him. He just didn't go there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought
they had it.
I thought they were letting him go.
No, they tried to get him. It was the Cowboys, the Vikings, and the Titans, I think.
Yeah. Cowboys are drafting Jonathan Brooks. So
they super are.
Get ahead of that.
Give me. I love how we say it with such certainty. Give me AJ Brown. Like, yeah, Cowboys are drafting Jonathan Brooks. It's early March.
No,
it's just, no, I believe you. Like, what's funny is it's right. Like, and it's just so obvious. But we said that last year with.
Take that, pin it. We'll put it in our best of.
That would be awesome. Give me AJ Brown in the third. Give me AJ Brown in the third. How about that?
Yeah.
Hopefully down. Good buy low now that he recovered from the broken leg. We'll see.
Remember when everyone just like totally ignored the broken leg? They're like, it doesn't matter that he has a broken leg. He's going to do the same thing that he did the year before as a bell cow running back.
I'm a leg breaking.
Kyle.
Yeah, dude, Kyle. Oh my gosh, Kyle. I'm a leg breaking veteran. I know what it's like.
It's no fun.
What's up, Farmer Maze?
And we definitely have the same resources and ability as
Tony Pollard. I had the best
Tony
doctor.
Pollard and NFL.
Yeah, my therapist in Shelbyville was
athletes.
awesome. Sup, Farmer Mazy? Good to see you, man. DK,
I broke my foot and I was out.
Ryan
for a few
Brad.
weeks.
Can you tell? Can you tell by his comments that he's hurt today? You could definitely tell.
Yeah, he's really.
He is reeling.
Upset. Can you blame him?
Look, and then he said Lockett led the team in targets. What's there to defend? Right. Thank you.
So what did he say after? He said he out-targeted DK by 3 and one more game played. Targets is a bad argument for what it's
So
worth.
how else do you determine because he's not a 1 when you're talking about like a 1, like the general term for an actual like wide receiver 1. Like he doesn't play like a 1.
Yeah, Ryan, I just want to know what we can do for you today that will make your day a little brighter because
he's so salty.
I don't blame him, man. Like I feel your pain, especially with the quarterback stuff. I mean, you're talking to fans
we've got
of
AP for
the
you.
Indianapolis Colts who literally
remember when Andrew Luck retired?
All of a sudden,
Nathan still
just
has
lost our
nightmares.
franchise quarter. I do still have nightmares.
I know you do.
I think I woke up and cried like not that long ago. You know what else I had a dream about just last week?
What?
Like super stressful dream. AR and Stroud just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth all game long. It was like an upper 30s game, and it was, oh my gosh, so stressful, but also like that could be awesome.
I mean, like my dreams are like
we could get that two times a year.
My dreams are like we're getting nuked, and you're dreaming about football. I'm like, like
and being late.
Yeah, and I'm being late like on the platform. Yes.
Sunday morning.
Yes. Worry or not with Hall, Etienne, Walker, Ford, Zamir White, and Izzy.
When you called me this past Sunday, I had like just woken up because the time changed.
Oh, and you were scared
at 10:20, and I jumped up and I saw you calling me. I was like, "What do you need?" Because I was like, did our guitarist get sick and he had to leave? Like, what?
Worry or not with Hall, Etienne, Walker, Ford, Z, White, and Izzy. Not worried. Not worried. Matthew says, hope you guys are doing great. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, buddy. We're doing fine.
We're doing better than Ryan.
Ryan, oh my gosh, what a guy.
Don't laugh at Ryan.
I am kind of laughing at him because he's trying to troll us on this live stream. He's not. There's no way he's watching anymore. He is got to be.
Done.
He is down. He has a meeting with us tonight too. He's gonna hear it.
I mean, I like Cousins, man. I'd be sad too.
Kobe says, thanks for answering. You're welcome. I get most of what y'all said. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but DK's consistency is a weird thing to bring up to me when he only had 3 games under 10 points last year. Great point. That's totally fair. It's less. It's less about the consistency itself and more that the consistency isn't actually like consistently good. But DK also the way he plays, like people elevate him for his ceiling.
Even though he's never
even though he's not really a ceiling guy, like every once in a while he has one of those games.
I mean,
3 touchdown game.
Are we 5 years into DK's career at this point? 4 years? Yeah.
Reese said his question was on the screen and got skipped. Okay, Reese. We answered this one. We answered that one, didn't we? Amon Ra in the 208 or the 102 in London. This is a 1 QB. I don't think we answered this. You're right. Sorry about that. Nathan, what do you think?
Oh, man.
I'd take the 102 in London.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the 102 and AR are in the same tier.
Kobe says, love y'all's content. We love you too, buddy. Thank you.
Maybe they're not in the same tier, but they're
Close.
close.
All right, here we go.
Where'd
Read this one.
Where'd DK go in this draft?
Perfect.
My friend wants Josh Jacobs bad now that he's the only running back on the Packers. What do you think I should ask him for? My friend is the 104. Is that too much to ask for? I think it's fair now. So the 104 in a 1 QB or a super flex league would be good to know. Need a little more info there. Regardless, I think I'm taking the pick anyways. It would probably be a lot tougher in a super flex format to acquire the 104 in exchange for Josh Jacobs. So let's just assume it's 1 QB. And still then I'm taking the 104.
There was a comment down here I wanted to read real quick because it made me laugh really hard.
Really
where is
hard.
it? Miles Sanders got a contract and he was a whoopee cushion by November. That's so funny.
Oh, DK's 5 years into his semester or into his career semester.
Wow. That is a long semester.
Yeah, that's a long career of
He is 5 years.
mediocrity.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Look, I like DK if you're trying to place 4th in your Dynasty League every year.
Yep.
12-team 1 QB league. I'm on St. Brown in the 2.
The DK rants in the YouTube comments, like not these, but like some of our recorded videos.
It's not like we don't like the guy. Like as an NFL receiver, he's
someone
great.
sent like an essay,
Because you don't
like he
understand.
could have submitted it for an assignment and
if this
gotten
is
full
you,
credit.
like
it was
I'm
that
sorry,
long.
but you don't understand. Like you have people investing DK, like in DK and building their team around him.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's scoring 12 a game. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? And then so people get because then people make these decisions because they're
Yeah.
riding the hype train, and then they
Right.
just like, I'm screwed, instead of being like, I messed up. They're like, you
Yeah.
guys are awful. What do I do with Damian?
It's unfortunate that like it sounds like we have to dog and hate on DK Metcalf because I love watching DK Metcalf and I think he's a really, really good wide receiver. It's just the price. So what's the next question? What do I do with Damian P?
Get a time machine and never own him.
Yeah, Houston's probably going to draft a running back as well.
Remember when we told people that Dameon Pierce was nothing and that he was replaceable, and then everybody hated us for it?
Yeah, that was before people cared about us.
That was before people cared about us,
Yeah.
but the few people that watched and
Yeah.
just wanted to crap on us did. I just got an inbox trade.
It is funny actually when you're like a growing YouTube channel and you're super super tiny, like as tiny as we were when we
You'll
started.
get crapped on.
Well, yeah, because the only people that watch you are the trolls. Like you have to like get through this barrier of just perpetual verbal abuse.
Like you have
And-
to like come off the pass and go through the Mines of Moria to
Yeah.
get like past the trolls. Like
it's like
it's bad.
It's like a rite of passage, honestly.
It
like,
is
you
a
have
rite
to,
of passage. Like we got through the troll phase. Like it was good.
Yeah,
I got an inbox. Now all you guys are so freaking great. It's awesome.
We used to take it
love you
personally
guys.
too.
Yeah, we didn't know better.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, yeah.
Now it's just funny.
Yeah, it is
but-
kind of funny. JT and Bijan, 303 for Gibbs, Addison, the 208. JT and Bijan there. JT and Bijan.
Yep.
Take it. Cody says, this is a 12-team 1 QB Cup, Waddle, and Gibbs. Wow. Okay. For Chase and Neighbors. Oh, Chase and Neighbors. If you don't think it's fair, what do I have to do from the Gibbs side to get the Chase and Neighbors side in it? Well, I mean, if you're getting the Chase and Neighbors side, send it and see if it gets through. But you'd have to probably make Cup a little bit better to get that done.
Yep.
Go ahead, Nathan.
What's the most you would give up for Kyle Pitts now?
Probably a mid-third.
Great question.
That's sarcasm.
Yeah, what he said.
Sarcasm.
If you were talking in the language of 24 picks, what would be your cutoff?
The 109 or 108.
I was thinking the 109.
Yeah, 109. 109 is what I'll give. There you go. And anything lower than that. obviously.
If you want another answer, we don't love his price in the 5th round. Middle of the 5th round, not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the rise there. I'd rather take Drake London.
Let's see. So let's look at this draft for a minute. I do want to see. Mixon going in the 7th is really interesting to me. Baker in the 7th as well. Swift in the mid-7th. Ryan Robinson, 7-11. I don't know why I said his name. Oh, because Gibby. That's why.
Gibby.
Watson, Cup, Njoku, Franklin. Let's see. Christian
Some
Kirk,
big defense
Sims.
news here.
Christian Kirk's not a bad value now. Not that Ridley hurt him, but it just further cements his status as the wide receiver 1 there.
Yeah.
Ramondre at the 9-4 still. I'm just not touching him there. Pollard at the 9-6. There's Pollard going a little bit earlier now.
That's more of a fair price.
Where
Price
did
range.
where did? Oh, woo. Okay, never mind. Shut up, Avery. Shut up, Avery. Wow,
Oh.
dude. So they're getting flip flopped in this one. You notice that?
Yeah.
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 We'll talk about it here in a second.
Interesting.
Downs, Coleman, Keenan, McConkey, some rookie running backs. Ridley went in the 10th. There he goes. Okay.
Okay.
We can
So
talk about
we'll talk. So he just went.
10, 12. So,
Okay.
so, I mean,
Okay. So this is going to be a big discussion that we have. I'm very, very interested to see how it settles. If Pollard and Spears end up going in the same tier, I'd probably just take the guy with the contract and Tony Pollard. If it ends up flip-flopping,
if it ends up
flip-flopping,
Hey, hold on
and
real quick. I wanna say
Spears is
something.
going after Tony Pollard, like by a decent margin,
Take Spears.
I'd probably just take the cheaper guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Maybe it's just take the cheaper of the two right now.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Yeah.
Hey, we're at 73 likes. We'll stay on this live stream, keep answering questions. We'll do a rookie startup draft.
Yeah,
Or
I got to do a rookie startup draft.
We'll get to
That'll be
100
fun to
likes.
see.
So we got to get 25 more likes, and we'll stay on. We'll do some more stuff.
Because now we're starting to see, like, everyone was just spitballing with landing spots, but for running back specifically, we now know who really is probably going to draft a running back this year.
So, hey, if we get to 100 likes, I'll drop the rookie draft link in the YouTube comments first, and I'll let you guys get first dibs at it.
The YouTube.
So drop a like. Let's get 25 likes, and we'll stay on here and do this.
You're one of the YouTube people.
The Krogers.
The
That's
Krogers.
the Krogers. That's what I call
The
it.
Facebook.
I need to go to the Krogers.
So a couple
By the way,
signings.
Kroger's is the best store, like, for groceries, in my opinion.
Dude, I go to Kroger for freaking fun. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
No,
I know.
Every time I step foot in Kroger, I'm like,
That's
I just
such a Midwest thing, but like people just
smile,
don't understand.
and then I go buy stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's
and
great.
you always see somebody you know,
Yeah.
like which.
And then when
I
there's
don't-
things that aren't in stock, I get upset, and then I go buy something else.
Will
So,
Dissly.
Will Dissly to the Chargers. Some defensive stuff here.
Yeah.
The Communists take Frankie Louvu to a 3-year deal, $36 million. The Bills get AJ Epinesa,
Nice.
which is a big deal for them.
Yep.
And Justin Jones, 3-year,
Cards.
$30 million deal, a defensive tackle for the Cardinals. Oh my gosh, they can literally use every single position. So good deal for them. The Browns re-sign Zadarius Smith. Big deal. Because Zadarius Smith, the defensive end, they're trying to bring
Keeping him
back
with Garrett.
that four-man front. And the Patriots,
Mac Wilson.
Mac Wilson to a 3-year deal. Oh my gosh. Ooh, a lot of things going on here.
Yeah. All right.
So
good deal.
the Zadarius Smith deal was 2 years, $23.5 million base, upside of 25.
Yeah.
$12 million this
Wow.
year. So yeah.
So again, Pollard and Spears flipped in this draft.
We got a super chat from Waffle
Wafflehauser, what's up, buddy? Remember my first ever super chat when you dogged my team? Run it back, baby. All right, let's do it. Let's time to pick. Guys, by the way, I think we were close to 90 when I looked. Let's see how many likes. We're at 90 likes, so we need 10 more. We'll stay on here. We'll do a rookie draft. I'll drop the rookie draft. We get 10 likes.
10
in the
likes.
next couple minutes. We'll stay on. We'll do some more questions, hang out, have fun. So I'm going to start by picking my least favorite team. It's going to be Wafflehauser. Your QB2 is Bo Nix. You picked Derek Carr. He's not worth anything. You picked 3 rookies, which is real risky. You picked James Cook in the 5th.
Boo. Hey,
Michael-
Gardner Minshew goes here in the 12th.
Yeah, he went in the 12th
In
and
the
last one,
startup.
too.
Nice.
Michael Pittman in the third. You took Michael Pittman in the 3rd round, like in the 3rd round.
Gosh.
I love you, buddy, but you told me to run it back.
I love seeing Gardner Minshew back to relevancy. He's such a likable dude. He's such a hippie, but like he's kind of funny. So
Yeah.
I like seeing him go off the board. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know he didn't get us to the playoffs, but he tried hard and he got real close. So
Yes.
we'll always have a special place in our heart for Minshew for not making our lives absolutely miserable when it totally could have been. It was still a decent year.
Yeah. Ooh, here we go. All I got to say, if you enjoy winning Dynasty Leagues, I would not take some of these guys' opinions to heart. Dude, you're telling us. They don't have any basis on their opinions. It took me 5 minutes of watching to hear them say, ETN isn't even good, and don't sell these Spears. He's still the guy. Like they just paid Pollard starting running back money. Haha. It's laughable. It is kind of laughable.
You heard it here
I'm not
first,
going to lie.
guys.
You heard it from Mr. Tito's, ladies
All
and
right,
gentlemen.
So all 174 of you guys just
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
Just leave.
Yeah. Not really. 94 likes. We'll stay on with 6 more. Tito's, thanks for watching. I'm glad you came back. You're a returning viewer in our analytics, and that's what you are to us. You are an analytic. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. If you want great Dynasty advice, one of the best in the business is Dynasty Flock. Mason Dodd has backup to his takes, unlike these guys. Mason is our coworker. We actually host our content over on flockfantasy.com/domain. So use code DOMAIN, and you get the 2024 Dynasty Domain Rookie Draft Guide, and also you get a team blueprint for your Dynasty team. Like I said, look at that Flock logo right there. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mason and I are partners. We love Mason. Mason has good stuff, too. Also, he was like the original Big Dynasty channel. So,
yeah.
He's got 30,000 subscribers. He's a real deal. Tito's, dude, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Guys, what do we do with Fields? Yeah, don't ever own him. That's obviously the one.
Oops.
Mark says, what's up, guys?
I told you to take him in that live draft on Friday.
Yeah, I know. I'm so freaking mad about that draft. Gavin says, hold. Fields' lack of news is getting so overblown. It's free agent day. We got another one.
No, just all the comments after.
Salty. That's the whole point of having takes. You have players you like and dislike.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, Avery could have done the same thing since he just drafted Justin Fields in the 4th round.
You're wasting your life hating. What is it? They're a part of Flock. You guys are awesome. It doesn't bother us. Don't worry. It's good. What a weirdo. That's funny. It's good. Guys, we're fine. It's all good fun. And I think we're probably getting close to 100 likes. Let's see. 98. 2 more likes, baby. All right, I'm going to get the rookie draft ready. You guys are awesome.
Hey, we haven't picked our favorite team, have we?
Oh, we didn't pick our favorite team.
Yeah,
okay,
we got to give time. We got to give people time to get to 100 likes.
All right, we're going to do a Dynasty rookie mock draft now, so I'm setting that up while Nathan picks his favorite team. Go ahead, Nate.
Oh, right now? Right now? Okay.
Yes, right now.
Ooh, I do have a favorite team.
All right, go for it.
Oh, I have multiple favorite teams. Oh, crap. Okay, give me the AR Caleb Williams and Tua team with AJ Brown, Tank Dell, Devontae Adams, and Troy Franklin as your top wide receivers. And you get Rashad White, Montgomery, Spears at a decent value in the 10th round, and then Ferguson and JT Sanders as your tight ends. Solid team there. Actually, there are a lot of drafts that I like here. I mean, even the team that drafted McCarthy at the 111. Well, they didn't take McCarthy at the 111. They took him at the 5-2. I still like that team because you got Laporta in the 3rd. You got Kyler. You got Amon-Ra. You got Kupp and Kirk at solid prices. Aaron Jones at a discount. Cole Kmet. Daniel Jones, who still is under contract, but like that's a fine price in the 12th. I like that team too. So.
Waffle Hauser says, keep my team's name out of your mouth. That's funny. And said that super chat was for the salty guy. Waffle Hauser, you're the opposite of the salty guy. You're a good one. All right, I did just set up the rookie draft. So we're going to do a 4-round Dynasty rookie draft on the free agency frenzy day. Here you go. Just drop the link in. Jump in with us, guys. Would love to have you in here. That was probably the best ad plug we've ever had, like on the show. That was he just softballed it for me. And I was like, flockfantasy.com/domain.
that was pretty good.
I know. That's business right there, baby.
I mean, Tito, I did mention that Pollard got a contract from the Titans, so like we do prefer, like if they were in a vacuum, we do prefer Pollard over Tyjae Spears because he does have the contract insulation. But
true,
yeah.
All right,
we are the ones donating money to Mason in his leagues, though. By the way,
what are you talking about?
I was just reading a comment. Yeah.
You want to take the next comment? Sorry.
Corbin, I know I'm kind of jumping the line here, but he does say, as a Vikings fan, what would we have to pay for Fields? Not much. And honestly, the Vikings played Fields last year, and I think the score ended up being 6-3. Yeah. I don't think Kevin O'Connell has any interest in buying Fields for anything at all. If they were to get him, though, late day two pick max. I mean, I'm starting to think maybe even a 4th. I'm not kidding.
Guessing you're the ones donating him money in his leagues. Like,
that's what I was talking about.
Do you really think like Mason and us like playing leagues together? Like, we're busy, dude. We're running a business. This guy's awesome. I love it. Keep it coming. All right, look, I got this set up.
Well, he might be a Pollard fan.
That's true. Oh, he might be or he's a DK fan. Or Fields
or
fan.
Bofa.
Both of these. All right, one more spot. Jump in the rookie draft if you can. Here's the link. Just dropped it in. We got one more spot open. We're going to do a rookie draft. Love you guys. Yeah. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you guys joining us today. It's been a fun day. We're going to record some more videos after this. We've got some fun videos coming out this week. If you haven't
Browns are making moves. How are the Browns still able to make moves with all the money they spend?
I don't know.
So, yeah, well, it's because cap rolls over, and they didn't spend a lot of cap money over the last 10 years.
All right, we need this last spot filled. Yeah, drop it.
Fill it
in here.
Let's get it filled.
Get it filled.
Let's do this.
Teammate. Somebody needs to get in teammate.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I didn't pick my favorite team in the last one. I'll go back and do that in a minute.
Wow, you suck.
Yeah.
Boo. All right, we're filled.
Did we get filled?
Yeah, we're filled.
Oh,
Is it just lagged?
mine's lagged. I think that's why.
Oh, that's
Here we
sad.
go. Now we're starting.
Sad. It's lagged.
All right, now this is a rookie draft. So let's see. Interested to see how this goes. All right, let's get some comments from our guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you all guys joining us. Try to answer as many of these as we can. We're a little bit behind now because,
Right.
got an inbox trade. JT Bijan. Oh, we did that one.
Yep.
Hey, boys. What's up, Skyrism? Good to see you, buddy.
Hi.
Spears and Pickens for the 201 and 203.
Oh. 201 and 203.
Probably, yeah. What do I do with Aaron Jones?
Hold. Maybe even buy. Maybe even buy.
Maybe
if
if- yes,
he
actually-
if he has a little dip here before there's news about where he goes, because he could. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Go see what you can get.
I
in exchange
honestly,
for him.
I think he might be a buy. I mentioned that. That's how I feel about Roshan with the Bears picking up Swift, lost value. And what about Herbert and Foreman too? I don't feel like Roshan is the one that lost value. I feel like Herbert's value's gone and Foreman's value's gone. I think they're going to roll with Roshan and Swift. But
Yeah.
you could be onto something there. It could easily be Roshan losing value. I think it's funny you guys are so out on Pitts but not out on London. We're not out on Pitts. We would be out on Pitts' price if anything, but we're not out on London either. You had mentioned that ETN is bad. Well, obviously he's not bad. Like he's a starting NFL running back.
Yeah, when I said bad, there's a little context there. I was comparing ETN and JT's price in the startup draft. They're going 4 picks apart, and comparatively,
why would we come on and make a take? ETN is bad. Like, why would we? That's not a take. That's just.
Yeah. ETN is
how about
not
ETN's
the,
price is not worth it? Like,
it's not
that's
worth
a take.
it, and he's not the best running back in the league.
Well, yeah, but everybody knows that. So
Right.
Yeah. Again, I don't even. Should stop wasting our time. They have no backup QB. I don't know who that's about. Do you guys worry about Downs' value if the Colts spend a day 1 or day 2 pick on a pass catcher? This is a good question.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. I'd be worried.
Could Downs be a sell?
I think if the Colts draft Bowers or they take a day 2 receiver, I don't know what to think. I may just be inclined to take the cheapest receiving assets in the offense, which would not be Michael Pittman. I might be inclined to say sell Michael Pittman.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Um,
especially if he's going in the third. Wink, Waffle Hauser.
Right. So
I honestly Nathan. We're gonna need to talk about this more. I don't want to have this conversation here. I'm gonna have to. I think I might be convinced that Downs is a sell.
you think?
Yeah, I've been feeling that way honestly, and I love him so
Okay.
much that I haven't been able to bring myself to actually say it. But I think that's truly how I feel.
Even at his price, I mean, he's still very affordable.
Yeah, he is affordable, but yeah, I mean, I still do feel that way. So we'll see.
Okay.
I mean, it could go either way.
Yeah.
I was a little confused on what you said to do with JSN. Hold or trade, and what for? I think he's a hold. I think if he goes late 6th value, I'm holding him. So he said this hold. He's going to find a soft landing. I think that's true as well. Oh
Right.
wait, that was the SD edits
Yeah.
for Aaron Jones. He's right.
So Damien says, does Hurts value go up because of Barkley? I think I think
Damien, what's
Hurts value is the same. I mean, he's what, 103, 104? That's what he's going to continue to be. I said this off camera to Avery before we did the live stream. I think bringing on Saquon could be indicative of maybe the Eagles pumping the brakes on how much they utilize Hurts in the running game, because he has been very banged up over the last couple of years. I know he almost won MVP in 2022. They went to the Super Bowl. He missed some games that year, and he was pretty banged up going into the Super Bowl, and he was very hurt this last year as well. He plays through it. He's tough, but that's not going to last forever. I think Philadelphia might be trying to get ahead of that and get a full, well-rounded running back in Saquon Barkley to kind of share the load, take the load off of Hurts' shoulders there. And you may see a regression in the rushing touchdowns that Hurts has gotten.
Sad day. I had to put Mr. Tito's in timeout because he's spamming the chat. So bye,
man.
Tito's. Mark says, what would y'all do if you had some this is a tough question. This is the tough part of Dynasty, honestly. What would y'all do if you had some people in a league that were not responding to any communication, not making any moves, just not active at all in the past 5 months, but have paid for the 24 season? 5 months? So that's into the season. I mean, man, I would be leaving. I mean, as long as it's not a $100 league, I'd be leaving. Like that's honestly so sucky.
Yeah.
And come join one of our leagues over on
Oh.
flockfantasy.com/domain. Hey, we are we don't usually give an update on Mondays, but as of Friday, we're at 34 of 100 members, and if we get to 100 new mother flockers in March with code domain, we're going to do an all-night live stream. Nathan and I are staying up all night. Nathan, what do you think about that?
I don't want to talk about it.
He's not happy about that. So
it was my idea, so I'm more mad at myself than anything because I literally I put the option on the table.
Yeah, I know you did. So I
was like, what if we do an all-night live stream?
It was all your idea. It's a great
this would
idea.
totally be a great way to incentivize signups, and yeah,
was
everyone wants to see us stay up all night.
So are we just chilling on Fields now, or do we sell for anything? I'm trying to sell where I can, but I just don't know if it'll be worth it. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out right now. I just drafted him in our $100 live league draft. Like, I feel like I freaking screwed up. You know, like, oh man, should I trade Spears? Probably not.
No.
See what you can get, but probably not. Jeremy says, thanks. You're welcome, Jeremy. Thanks for watching, buddy. Appreciate you. Connor says, thoughts on Pickens now with Russ? I mean, pretty much the same.
I have higher thoughts on Deontay Johnson than I already did because of Russ. And
Yeah.
that'll be something that's pretty under the radar.
I feel like Pickens is Pickens. Like, I feel like Pickens was, like, performing fairly well given that Kenny Pickett was throwing.
I mean, to me, when you look at how Cortland Sutton performed with Russell Wilson last year, which was higher than we expected, still not great, but, like, I just see the connection between Russ and Deontay Johnson being so much more notable than Pickens. I just feel like they're a pairing that is just going to do really well together. Like, I don't know.
I agree with you.
That's just kind of the vibe that I get because of the type of receiver that Deontay Johnson is. He's a very good route runner, very easy target. Russell Wilson is not what he used to be, and when Tomlin is asking, or Arthur Smith is asking him to do, whatever he does in that offense, then I think Deontay Johnson's going to be the guy. So,
Avery, I'll give you the 406 for Fields. I'm thinking about it. So Corey's in our live league draft that we just did. We just did a $100 live dynasty draft. Corey, I am curious if you were just trying to buy low. If you're really interested, like I am trying to sell them. So, when are you guys doing another $100 buy-in dynasty draft next?
We don't have anyone on the schedule
we have
right now.
The one that we said we would do is if we hit 100 new mother flockers with code domain. So we're on track.
We're doing an all-nighter.
Yeah, but we said we'd do a $100 league during the all-nighter.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we said it the other night on our stream. So flockfantasy.com/domain, choose mother flocker. We get to 100, we're doing another one of those. So we don't want to do too many dynasty leagues because like we want to really play on our dynasty leagues and not just have to manage them. But we'll do one for you if we reach 100. All right, let's take a look at the rookie draft. We haven't talked about this, and I'm curious to look at it now. Let's see. Caleb Williams, Drake May, Marvin Harrison, Malik. Yeah. JJ McCarthy at the 1-8. That's nice.
Get used to it. That's where he's going to go.
I know. Brian Thomas, Xavier Worthy.
Benson, the first one off the board with a significant gap between him and Brooks.
That's interesting. It could happen. That could easily happen.
Why is Coleman going at the 2-2? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, him over Ladd is interesting.
Coleman's going to be a sell.
Nix and Penix in the 2-7, 2-8. Like, I don't think there's a round difference between those quarterbacks.
No.
I really don't.
Nope.
Braylon Allen at the 2-10. Braylon Allen's bakery score is pretty high.
Even if Nix and Penix go in the second round, are you taking them late second in your rookie drafts, or would you be inclined to take them early second? Let's just say this, not even mentioning Nix and Penix. Any QB of these 6 that goes in the second round, right? Would you not be inclined to still take them early second?
I would be.
It's what we did with Levis.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think that's where they're going to end up going.
Yeah.
So Braylon Allen, his bakery score is still good, by the way.
Who?
Allen, 85.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good.
Good.
Marshawn Lloyd, I would take him over Allen right now. Bunch of receivers there in the third, and that's why I like that early third range right now. Wish my mic would stop wiggling, please.
Oof.
There we go. It was
a lot of creakies.
Cricky. Rattler, I like taking dart throws on him. Jalen Wright, when it's a 311, I think he goes higher than that. Some tight ends.
I wonder where Jordan Travis is
in
the
fourth. Oh, yeah, he went third in this one. That's interesting. I'm interested for that, too. I don't know. He could be one of those guys that just falls off the face of the earth in the draft. Like, that happens a lot. So,
totally could.
Honestly, Rattler could be, too. Like, totally.
Yeah, Rattler.
But he's just intriguing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's always those intriguing QBs. And honestly, where do we usually get with those intriguing QBs with whispers? Usually late day 2, like a third-round pick. So that's where I anticipate Rattler will go, 3rd or 4th rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, if he goes any higher than that, oh my gosh, we got a lot to talk about.
All right, we're still going steady here, Nathan. Should we just do another startup and try to get for ADP data?
You keep answering questions.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're still
let's
steady
keep
here.
going.
All right, we're gonna keep doing some startups here.
We got
to gather some ADP data. So.
Yeah, and we got a lot of comments, guys.
Yeah, we'll get through
so we're gonna do as many as we can for you because we're gonna stay on here as long as we can. But super chats are gonna jump the line.
Yeah,
just
we're pretty behind at this point. But all right, I'm gonna copy an invite link here in a second and drop it in the YouTube chat. Nathan, you want to take our next couple comments as well? Here we go. Tim
Yeah.
Hoffman.
So Tyreek Brian Robinson, 24 pick 205 and 24 pick 310 for the 102 and the 302. Who won? Ooh. Give me the 102. B-Rob doesn't move the needle for me in a deal this big. 205 is nice to have, but the 102 compared to Tyreek Hill is what, like a round and a half difference?
Maybe, yeah.
In a super flex league. So I'd probably still go with the 102 there. Good question. That's a fun trade. I mean, if you're a contender, I could see why you take the Tyreek side. Matthew says it is a 1 QB league, 2 PPR. That was a question that we answered earlier. Yeah, I remember that one. Still taking the 104 there. Kobe says, my DK questions just because I got him in the 7th round in a startup draft recently and just was kind of baffled. Yeah, 7th round DK is good value for DK. I think compared to where he usually goes, because doesn't he usually go like 5th round?
DK? Yes.
Yeah. So 7th round DK, good DK. Good DK.
Good DK. That's funny.
Yeah, I knew the comments.
Sorry, I'm going. I just put the
Come
links.
on, why can't you do 5 things at
I know, I'm
once?
sorry. Here you go, got an inbox. Oh, we did this one.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't we? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go. This is a good
What
question.
about DK as your wide receiver 4 on a 12-team Superflex start 10? If
Nice.
DK is your wide receiver
That's
4,
awesome. You're flexing him. That's great.
that's a cheat.
DK's a great
You
flex.
have a dominant team.
But
so
that's what we're saying.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point is that's generally not how people approach DK as an asset in Dynasty, is not their wide receiver 4 on their team.
Right.
If DK is your wide receiver 4 on your team, you should be winning your league.
Right.
Damien says, I have Cooper, Aaron Jones, Spears, and Marquise Brown. Every single one of them is losing significant value. I would not say so, honestly. Tyjae Spears, yes. Marquise Brown, he's about to get a deal. I think he's going to go back up in value, actually.
Hold
Amari,
on.
What?
Sorry. Pause. I did rookies only.
Oh, you
Idiot.
silly boy.
I know. And remove.
Yeah, and then going on with Amari Cooper, I'm not sure how much value Amari Cooper is actually going to lose because of the Jerry Jeudy trade. Like, Jerry Jeudy is unproven. Jerry Jeudy, they traded a 6th-round pick for Jerry Jeudy in hopes that maybe he could be 70% of what Amari Cooper has been for them.
Right.
If anything, I think Jerry Jeudy just opens up the field for Cooper, and he's not going to be getting 50 yards per reception in a game. Maybe he can actually get consistent volume. I wish I watched early enough to verbally abuse you guys.
That's awesome. I do too, man. That's like a missed opportunity. I wish you would have been there to kill us in the day. It was a fun time. That's a great comment.
If Antonio Gibson is getting a 3-year deal on the first day of free agency, that tells you all you need to know about this year's rookie running back class. Gavin, that's a really, really good point, honestly. Another thing to note, though, is that the New England Patriots did do that. So I actually think I think of what you're saying. I think a lot of what you're saying actually has relevance, though, because this was not the case with running backs last year. Saquon was on the market for the right price. Josh Jacobs was on the market for the right price. Tony Pollard, same thing. This year, they all got paid. I think people came out of the combine knowing that this is not as strong of a running back class. Does that change our opinion on this class? No, because we don't overvalue them, but there is still going to be value in the 2nd round of your rookie draft. Good point, though. Yeah. How long was the troll phase?
Funny. It was probably, I don't know, it was most of last year. So, like,
I mean, how long did we?
It was
we didn't have it.
7 to 8 months.
It took us 5 months to have a breakthrough.
Yeah, ish.
Did we just lose power? Oh no, oh okay. So we're still live.
Okay, we are.
The TV just turned off.
What in the world?
The monitor turned off.
Okay,
that's funny.
I really hope that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up now. Keep talking about our troll phase.
Yeah. So the troll phase lasted, like, again, 7-8 months probably, but once you get through it, like, it's all good. So that's it. There are trolls everywhere in Dynasty. Dynasty just, where's the remote? No way. We're still good.
We're good. I don't think that wouldn't have affected the TV. There you go. Yeah. Drop frame 0. We're good. Let's look at the draft here.
That's so weird because it turned back on its own.
Southpaw C's here. What's up, Southpaw C? Hey, fellas. Ty J News got me punching the air. I know, dude.
I know. Honestly, I was upset too because I thought he was going to be a good value until he moved up boards after the NFL draft. I did not see. Literally, the Titans would have been one of the last places I would have guessed Tony Pollard would go. And I didn't think he was staying with Dallas.
I know, me too.
Like, what the actual heck?
So I got an offer to give up Ty J in the 311 for a 25 second at 303. I would just hold Ty J there. It's not really worth it.
Right.
Inbox trade. You give Burrow, get Goff, ETN, and an early mid for 25 first. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that.
I'd probably stick with Burrow.
Probably.
Personally.
I think the value's there.
Yeah, the value is there,
So then,
but
like,
I don't
that's
trust. I mean, I'm only taking the other side if I'm able to flip ETN for a good price.
Mr. Tito's, why are you wasting time out of your day to type essays in here? Because he loves us. That's why. Corby, what's up, buddy? He says, what's the best move if I currently have the 1-1 pick in the current rosters? Mahomes, Burrow, Saquon, JT, Devin Singletary, Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, Olave, Jaden Reed. I mean, honestly, on that team, if Marvin Harrison Jr. gets top 2 draft capital, I'm taking Marvin Harrison Jr. there.
Yeah.
But again, that's right now. We got to wait and see.
Yep.
Nathan?
Gibbs in the 110 or Chase in a 1 QB half PPR.
Oh, we answered that one.
We already answered that one,
Yep.
yeah. 14-team Superflex would be more inclined to what? Where'd it go? Oh, to QB Horde if they fall to you. Yeah, I mean, QBs are a lot more valuable in a 14-team Superflex. Like, they're already very valuable in a 12-team, but they're even more valuable in a 14. It's going to be very scarce. Just tuning in, what are we doing with Swift and Pollard as an owner of both? I am interested with Swift. I think if he goes in the 7th rounds like he did in this last mock draft that we did, I'm fine with this price there.
Yeah, I am too.
With Pollard, it's basically whoever ends up being more valuable in the market, I'm passing on. So if Pollard is significantly higher than Spears, I'll pivot to Spears. If it's the other way, I'll take Pollard. If it's back-to-back, I would favor Pollard because of the contract.
Bizarre Curdy says, nah, these guys are great. I was spouting all last offseason for everyone to sell Fields based on the advice of this channel. You're welcome. You're one of few that heard that.
We also told people to buy Traylon Burks. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, there you go. We evened it out. We had many heated debates, but it's great to be right. It is nice to be right about that one. That one was, we really planted our flag on that one, but more than any other one.
Yeah.
Have you guys updated the rookie
the
mock
big
draft?
3, right?
True.
Pollard, Higgins,
and Fields. They all lost value. Higgins by 2 rounds, Pollard by 6 rounds, and Fields by 3 rounds.
Yep.
Have you guys updated the rookie mock draft since the combine's over? Yes, we have. There's a video from last week. If you go to our channel, you'll find an updated rookie mock draft. And Friday, we put out our rookie rankings. Yeah. Fields put out to pasture, just about right. I picked at 6, and you guys seem to have a lot to say. LOL. I don't think love over CMC is worth, even if it's a super flex league. Interesting. I think Pitts will see targets with Kirk too. Regret my QB 2 and 3 though. I don't think Pitts is a bad pick there if his value settles there. So don't take it as that. We just don't know, and we're reacting live on the day where Kirk Cousins got traded to that team. So don't take that personally. Now the CMC love thing I mentioned, so you obviously must not. What happened? What happened?
Lions signed Marcus Davenport.
Oh, that's
from
good.
the Vikings.
That's good. They need a good cornerback too.
He is good.
Why am I a Spears owner? Because we told you to be. That's why. It's our fault. Still waiting for my Jets to do something. Yeah, I wouldn't expect a lot from them, Matthew. I'm sorry, buddy. Fields to Minnesota? So, yeah, we just don't think so.
Prove it deal, actually.
We just don't think that's happening, but it is possible. It's within the realm of possibilities there. Nathan, dreams?
I don't see it's possible. Thoughts on the Raiders running back room? They have to draft a running back now, right? Not necessarily. I mean, they have Zamir White on a dirt cheap deal for the next 2 years, and they just signed Gardner Minshew to a bridge quarterback contract for the next 2 years. I think the Raiders are in it for the long haul, and I don't think they have any need really at running back because I mean running back really is it is the least valuable position in the NFL, and you only really invest in that position when you're contending, unless you're the Giants. So, I don't think they have to draft a running back.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Maybe if they do, they'd take one in the 6th.
One of these days,
Day
I'm going to
3.
do a startup, and they'll pick my team. Ransford, we will pick your team someday. Stick with it, buddy. It will be such a dream story when it happens.
I already answered this question.
Okay. Aaron Jones to Minnesota as well.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice. That's a great fit, actually. Dude is gassing Tony Pollard. That brother should be flipping Burke. I like Ransford. Ransford, you're one of my faves, dude. I'm not going to lie. Thoughts on Ty Chandler? If you can get anything from selling him, I'm doing it. 3rd, please. Right, Nathan?
My gosh, I take a 4th for Ty Chandler.
I'm
not kidding.
Everyone is going to divisional opponents. I do think that's true. It is interesting to me, and it's an interesting wrinkle in the dynamic of the free agency moves today.
Yeah.
But the Saquon one is just brutal for Giants, Giants fans and the Giants organization.
Right.
That's so bad.
Right.
You just let Saquon Barkley walk to your division rival, who's won the division. Well, they won 2 years ago, but that has been Super Bowl contenders now. I would sell Ty Chandler for a 2nd if you could. Oh, easily.
Yeah.
I said 3rd, he said 4th. That Not Done had a crazy good draft. Not Done does a pretty good job in our mocks. I'm not gonna lie, I like that guy. Thoughts on Chase Brown? Interesting question. I'm curious what you think here. He's been going. He went at the end of this draft, in the 13th, 13th round.
Yeah, I don't envision Chase Brown as a guy who could take the entire load with Joe Mixon potentially leaving. They would either have to make a move in free agency, or they would draft a running back.
Yeah.
Does that mean they have to draft running back day 2? No. But I would like to see a Trey Benson in Cincinnati.
True.
Would you?
Yes.
I would too.
I would love that. I'd love to see. Even if Jonathan Brooks went to Cincinnati instead of Dallas.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Steelers offered Bears, this is a rumor, offered Bears a 2nd round pick for Fields, and it got turned down because they wanted their 20th overall pick. Yeah, well, the Bears have. Look, we've been tough on Ryan Poles.
Ryan Poles
and people
is
give us a lot of crap
that.
for it. But if that's really true, he's wearing a split.
You're talking about the general manager that traded the 32nd overall pick in the 2023 NFL draft for Chase Claypool.
He's wearing a split Pitts and Fields jersey. That's so funny because it's straight from our highlights video. When I said somebody's going to watch this video and say they'll be watching a split Fields Pollard jersey.
No, it's a Pollard Akers jersey.
Pollard Akers jersey. Be like, these guys suck. You're so right, SD Edits. Matthew says I will have to make a sleeper account after I move. Got too much stuff going on. Yeah. Don't overdo it, man. It'll be here when you're done. What type of value should I look to get in return for Likely/Kraft? Likely the value's always there to get a good return on Likely. I would be looking what the market says is Likely's value, and I'd be trying to get anything around him.
They are relevant enough. Both of those tight ends are relevant enough where I've been recommending in our blueprints to sell them for, package them together, ship them off for a better asset. You can get something legit. I'm not kidding. If you just, I don't even want to plug it into Keep Trade Cut because the values are so skewed. But I'm thinking about a tight end, Evan Ingram plus, Njoku plus.
Yeah,
I'm
love
not
that.
kidding. Probably Njoku straight up. If you gave up Likely and Kraft, you could get Njoku.
Feels like someone may or may not have drafted a recent start with Fields, Addison, Spears, Dillon, and Will Lutz. Jacob says, hey guys, recently joined the flock. Woo!
Nice.
How do I go about getting a blueprint? Love what you guys do. Keep up the good work. Yeah, so to get a blueprint on the site, what you're going to need to do, once you've used code domain, you signed up, then you're going to link your Discord that's on the account page of flockfantasy.com. Once you link your Discord, you're going to go into the Discord. You're going to go to the fantasy domain section, go to Team Blueprints. There's a little channel called Team Blueprints, and you'll submit it there. That's how you get it. You guys all get a Team Blueprint, and you get our 2024 Rookie Draft Guide, as well as our one-on-one Discord access. You get into our Discord community to be with the group. We've got 300-plus people that play Dynasty over there now. It's a fun community. We talk about it a lot. Flockfantasy.com/domain. Like I said, use code domain, guys, and you can get in. If we get to 100 of these suckers this month, Nathan and I are going to stay up all night and do a live stream, and we'll do another $100 Dynasty draft right here live on the stream. So come join the community today. Look, even if you'd come try it out, we'll make you stay. We're not just trying to dupe you into this. We care about our guys. We know all of our peeps.
Should I go?
Right.
So this is the third straight draft that we've done where Kyle Pitts has gone 5-7 exactly.
Okay, so the 5-9 and 5-10 were not the guy who went at 5-12 and 6-1. There they go, back to back, same order. This is nuts.
Yeah.
All right, so
CMC all the way down to the 310.
Whoo. Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting. I mean, we did just dog on that pick in the draft before. So
Yeah, you're right.
let's see. Bijan up at the 2-3. So he's sliding up a little bit in this one. Just a little
Gosh.
bit.
Lions are making moves. Carlton Davis.
That's what I just said. They need a
Yeah,
corner.
they got Carlton Davis
Let's
from
go.
the Bucks.
Good move.
So they get Davenport.
That's
and they get
big,
Carlton
dude.
Davis.
They're gonna keep building it. They've got it. Their window's still 2 more years, I think.
Yeah.
So,
They're getting all their deals in before they have to re-sign Goff.
so Pittman again at the turn with London behind. This is very similar to the last one. Fields went a little bit earlier in this one. Corey, obviously a Fields guy. I know that you're a Fields. Corey, we should talk trade. You should message me. You're probably right that Fields is gonna get traded. He's gonna start somewhere. I don't want to assume the risk at this point.
Jacob said, thanks. One more to the 100. Sorry, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan's gonna be ticked if we hit it, dude. I don't know. I mean, we're on track, but it's gonna be close. I think.
I can only be so mad. Like,
right. Yeah. Like
getting
because we
100
love everybody that
signups.
comes over,
So,
but
yeah.
you're typing. Oh gosh, they're talking about Mr. Tito, Tank Dell or Nico Collins. I mean, at price we'll take Tank Dell. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, like value wise, you have to take Nico, but
Right.
at price we'll take Tank
Super
Dell.
chat from Jerry. Hey, guys.
Hey buddy, what's up?
Inbox offer. Love you guys. 12-team Superflex start 11. PPR. No tight end premium. Trade Deshaun Watson.
Did you say Gary? It's Jerry. We had this discussion.
I said Jerry.
Oh, okay, I'm just making sure.
Trade Deshaun Watson, the 106 and a late 25 first for the 102 and the 301. I have Lamar and I have Stafford. Ooh.
Okay.
Not going to lie, man. I'm going to hold the 106 and the 25 first there.
Yeah, because I don't want to, especially if it's your 25 first, I don't want to give that up.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got Sean Watson on your team.
I've really, I have a couple weeks ago, I had like a rookie draft philosophy epiphany. And I talked to Avery about it for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, you know what?
In a Superflex 106.
I don't know, Nathan. I might take the 102 there. It's a 6th round pick, a 5th or 6th round pick,
So
and
where's-
a 25 first.
So
Like,
the 106 is going around the 3rd, 4th round.
I don't think it is it?
Fourth
let's
round, right?
let's check here. One,
Well,
two,
no. Let's look at our
Three,
let's look at our live startup draft that we
4,
did.
5.
I'm gonna look at our live
Okay,
startup
yeah.
draft.
So 4 or 5 turn is where it went here.
Okay.
So see where it went. See where it went in the $100
In
draft.
the live league, yeah.
Corey said it's Larry now. That is awesome, Corey, dude. You got to be a regular. That's really funny. I freaking love that show. And also,
He also said
Indiana.
going Nathan Schmidt 0 wide receiver this draft. That was
awesome.
That was ballsy on my part, dude. In
It's
a
paying off,
$100
dude.
league, it
You
already
took
paid off. I got
Saquon.
Saquon
Yeah.
in the late 6th, and I got or early 6th, and I got Cousins in the late 7th.
The Larry comment is so funny. Sam would eat that up. All right, yeah. Tell me where the 106 went.
Yeah, I'm
So,
counting now.
Back to
Two,
Jerry's
three.
question here. Jerry, by the way, that's your 20th
4,
super
5, 6.
chat.
Yeah,
You're the
the,
man, dude. Seriously,
the
thank you so much.
The 106 went at the 3-6.
Okay. Yeah, then you're right. I'd hold. So what I'm doing, I would hold your side there. I would hold your side there. I think Lamar, Stafford, Deshaun Watson's a good QB room. You've got some depth to go into this season, but the value does favor the insulation. Does favor your side, even though you'd be getting the best asset in the 102. You're also trading into a little bit of a riskier asset in a rookie. Rookies are risky. I would hold your side, but. Again, your 20th super chat? Dude, thank you so much. We appreciate it so much. You guys are awesome. Well, you're awesome. We love you too. Love you too, man. Thank you so much. All right, let me try to jump back up. Where are we at?
Figure it out, man.
I'm figuring it.
Gosh.
All right, okay, here we go. I can't believe Falcons went for Cousins and not Fields. I can believe it. Cousins is good. That's like the difference.
I'd rather have Cousins 10 times.
Damian, are
over.
you a Fields guy? He must not have seen our old stuff if he is. It's incredible how shallow / simplified you reduce opposing views while simultaneously offering immense substance.
I think he was talking about
He was.
Mr. Tito's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Mr. Tito. Yo, we are excited about Gibson's landing spot or not. I think it could be fine.
I think it's
What if he's playing with
intriguing.
Jaden Daniels?
Yeah, I mean,
that
to
would be
me,
good.
I'm just like, I'm reluctant to get too excited because I'm like, is this just a classic Patriots signing where they just don't utilize the guy after they pay him millions of dollars? Like they did this with Juju last year.
Yeah.
And I know it's a different regime. It's a new coaching regime, but also they just re-signed Kendrick Bourne, so like to a lot of money, like $30 million.
Yeah.
So
It's interesting. Who knows?
interesting is a word that you could use. What is Chicago doing with Fields?
Keeping him for a backup.
The satisfaction. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The satisfaction I get out
you
of
guys. I mean, a lot of you guys, like I know, like our channel, the channel growth since
Like
August has been crazy. But listen, last year we spent all offseason
this
telling
time
people to
last
sell
year-
Fields,
this
and
time
we
last
got
year-
shredded for it.
there because
Like,
people were
personal
talking about
insults.
Fields as an MVP favorite.
Like we were catching
Like-
strays from Chicago. We're that close. Like there were stray
I
bullets
was
flying
honest.
down here.
Yeah, I was scared.
I was too.
for my life. I thought I might
we
get
were
killed in my sleep.
danger. Downs is a sell. Just got the 206 when I got him for the 304 in a draft. 206 is not bad. I'd want an early second for Downs. I think. But that's not bad. Is Higgins a sell? Worried about him ending up in New England or Carolina?
No. Bold.
My mother flocker comes in tonight. Let's go, Matthew.
Yeah.
I took the 1 free week by mistake, but 8 p.m. baby. All right, blueprint time coming up, Matthew. Love it. Oh, Mark says he's the commissioner of that league. You need to dissolve it, dude. You need
Dissolve
to
it or get rid of the people that are inactive.
Isn't that great? We answered that question like 45 minutes ago, and we go back to it. We immediately know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he says, does Cortland Sutton have a better year next year now that Judy is gone? What trade value could I get for Sutton? I think people are reluctant with Sutton because I think there's a very real possibility that the Broncos draft a wide receiver at some point, and I think we know what Sutton is. Like, I don't care if Judy is or isn't playing. I mean, honestly, Cortland Sutton has played just as many games without Judy as he has with him. And he's not really any more productive. So I don't think this really helps him. I think regardless of whether Judy was or wasn't there, he was going to be the same. He is what he is. He's a wide receiver 3 at best. Good question, though. Is Trey Benson running back 1 from Reggie?
He could be, but we think it's Jonathan Brooks.
I'd still stand
But he
with
could be.
Brooks, but
I honestly
we did say before the combine, we said look for post combine Trey Benson being ranked as a running back.
Mind Benson and Brooks in the same tier. Like
I'm not against that.
All right, so here's the deal.
I have no issue with people ranking Trey Benson as a running back 1. I just prefer Brooks, but yeah.
Let's see. We're at 110 likes now. Let's get to 150 and we'll stay on. How about that? So we got 167 people watching. We get 40 more likes, right? In the next, it's going to take 15 minutes.
By the end of the startup.
Yeah, by the end of the
after
startup.
we pick our favorite teams.
After we pick our favorite teams, we got 150. We'll stay on. We'll keep going. We'll as long as we keep hitting some goals, we'll stay on. Otherwise, we're going to go eat some dinner. So 40 more likes. We're at 110. Let's get to 150. We'll stay on. Ready for Drake May to be a Viking? That would be really good for you guys. I'm not going to lie.
So would they trade up?
So they would trade up for that. Yeah. Wow. They'd have to. Yeah. I'm interested, but not for that joke offer. That's just hashtag content. You bet, buddy. Yeah, we'll talk tonight.
What type of QB fits O'Connell's system?
Penix.
I know.
Oh
my gosh, I can't unsee it now.
I know. When you said he's intriguing, you swung your hand so hard I thought you were about to hit him. I have hit Nathan on a live stream before, and he got really pissed. It was interesting.
Wait, when did you say he's intriguing?
I don't remember, but it's all mush at this point. How much does Jamar Chase's value go up, assuming Higgins and Boyd leave? I don't.
How much higher?
Marginally.
How much higher can it go? Would be my question. My counter question.
Yeah, I don't
really.
know.
How much higher? Like,
I just want to read Charles Boyle's comment. I'm curious if you're. Hold on. Okay, it's not actually Charles Boyle. So you're Charles Boyle. If that's your actual name,
oh my gosh,
that's
that
freaking awesome because
awesome.
we love Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he's one of the best characters on there. Boom. Blueprint sent in, boys. Let's go. Charles just got himself a team blueprint. Looks exactly like that. It says Blueprint sent in, needs some help. Took over a bad team 3 years ago now. Only figured out what I'm doing over the last 5 months or so. This is really, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean
that's what we're here for, man.
That's what we're here. We're gonna help you out. We'll get you some moves tailored to that team.
Sometimes we get blueprint submissions that are like the most dominant teams I've ever seen.
Dude, sometimes people people pay to come to Flock
and flex
and use code domain, give us a blueprint, and they flex. And we're like, we have to give this like 9s and 10s. And so we like don't know what to be like win.
Like, yeah, you're gonna probably
gonna win your championship. Like Charles, glad you're there, dude. Thanks for joining.
Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, CD Lamb, and Puka Nacua.
That's one more.
You're looking okay.
I know. That's one more towards Mother Flocker March, Nathan. You're gonna have to stay up all night and do a live stream, maybe.
Shut
up. We did get a super chat here from our guy.
So like, what if I got sick? Like what if that actually happened?
We're rescheduling. We're rescheduling then.
We'd have to reschedule. Yeah,
I mean, the only way that might get canceled is if I have a kid at that point. But I shouldn't.
Well, no, it should be easier for you at that point because you'll be up all night anyways.
Oh no, heck no. All right, Argriff Giants, appreciate you. Sorry about the Giants day, but League Mate offered me Michael Mayer in 2 thirds, 2 early thirds, and a 25 third for Ken Walker, Tyler Boyd in the 305. Now, I'm easily taking Ken Walker there. Got Barkley, A. Shannon Eckler, Andrews at tight end. Thoughts? Again, so to me, that's 4 very mediocre assets for a good asset. Kenneth Walker, he may be a little bit overvalued, but let's look at 169 viewers. Nice. Look at where he went in this draft right here. Kenneth Walker. Let's see. 6th round. You're talking about Mayer being a 10th round pick and the thirds being way past that. That is a good one to ask because that's what we call a bunch of garbage for a stud.
Yeah.
One time I paid a bunch of garbage for Patrick Mahomes, but remember, you typically want to be getting either the most value insulation, which by the way, Ken Walker has more value insulation with his draft capital alone than either the thirds or the future third or Mayer or the best player in the deal, and so your side has both of those. If you're getting Ken Walker, then you're taking that.
Yeah.
Warrior King says, did he get a 9? I don't remember. Do you remember Warrior King's?
We
it's prepped,
are just
right?
about to send his out. Yeah.
Yeah. Did he get 9s? Do you remember? I don't remember.
I do not.
I don't. Warrior King, yours is almost ready, so you're about to find out. Argriff Giants, appreciate you, buddy. Let us know if you're getting the Walker side, but we're taking the Walker side there easy. If you're getting Walker, congrats. If they're asking you to send Walker, we're not doing that. Appreciate your super chat, buddy. Love having you around. Thank you so much. What's the tight end premium in the startup? It's 1.5, so half a point tight end premium.
Yeah.
You know who can do 5 things at once? Mason. He's so dreamy. Yeah. Restart.
I think he's
I know. Rookies only startup. By the way, Mason's cool. We talk to him a lot. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
You watch too much Dynasty main content when you start dreaming about it. Though that's not good. If I had a dream 2 nights ago, you guys gained 40,000 subscribers because you're 2. That's a steal.
Well, that's a getting the contract off the books deal.
Yeah,
they didn't.
That's really good for Detroit in my opinion. I don't think Tampa Bay made a mistake, but that's just such a good move for Detroit.
Yeah.
What do I do with all these Spears shares I got? Diversify. So if you can still get 8th round value out of him, so let's look here. Let's look. Tajay went at the 8-9 here, and the other guy has not gone. It flipped again. The standard deviation.
I don't think people know what to do, and I don't blame them.
I don't know what to do either. The standard deviation on those 2 backs in Tennessee are going to be crazy in our ADP. I'll update the ADP database over on, so we have good ADP data running over on FlagFantasy.com. I'll update it here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'll try to update it after today. We've got enough drafts, and I'll give people an idea at least, even though it's not solid. Swollen. Nico Collins or Tank Dell? Tank Dell at price. I should have sold high on Spears. Yeah, Damien, I'm kind of sorry about that one. We were definitely more on the side of buy Spears, but then it wasn't buy Spears. It was
it was buy
now,
occasionally or soft investment, or hold or wait and sell until after the draft.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. We softened up real quick on him because he was the running back 22 and all of a sudden he was running back 15.
Right.
So we had to back off.
Yeah.
I will say we're at 122 likes. If we get to 150 likes, we will stay on and keep going. We got to get to 150 in the next couple rounds. So we need 28 more likes, right?
We need food.
So I know. So Nathan is opting dinner, but we still have 170 people watching. So.
Oh yeah, no, we totally stay.
So
if we get 150 likes.
Yeah, let's get 150 likes and we'll stay on. Should keep letting wide receivers fall to me. I like those 3 wide receivers. Gavin, are you in this draft? Where's Gavin at? Where's he drafting? There he is. Bloop. Yep, and he's got good receivers. My gosh. Chase Harrison and Neighbors is ridiculous. Swift in a second for George Pickens. 10-team start 13. Swift in a second.
Yes.
What are we doing with Higgins now? Do you think I forget how to say that guy's name.
We are holding Higgins at the moment. Borderline buying if he's falling in value for some reason. I don't think he should be falling in value at all.
Purdy in the 103 or just Justin Jefferson? Purdy in the 103. 12-team Superflex, Purdy in the 103. That's 2. That's a second and a third. I personally would take Purdy in the 103.
I understand the JJ side.
I do too. Honestly, I think that's close to even.
I definitely understand it.
Lions just traded, Carlton Davis. That's crazy. As a Colts fan, I want to hear your thoughts on the Pitt and Grover deals. I love Pitt's deal. I think Pitty's deal is team friendly. I think that he deserved to get paid. I think Grove is one of the most underrated DTs in the league.
Yeah. There are a lot of people that Coleman franchise guy. A lot of people really like Grove.
Yeah.
More than anything, I like getting the satisfaction of seeing Chris Ballard literally sign pretty much every single one of the players that we've already had re-signing them when everyone last year was like, the Colts don't pay their own, even though they didn't know what they
That's
were
what I
talking
said.
about.
That's what I said in the Discord today. I was like, remember when everybody was crapping on the Colts culture? Wrong. Chase Lamb,
Stupid.
Wilson, Waddle, but running backs Achane, Cook, and Zeke. What do I do? Achane and Cook's fine. 1 QB league, I say stay put. Like, I wouldn't be making moves based on those position groups. Yeah. Pittman at the 4-1, so much better than the 3-12. Oh, you got us there. Now I'm in on Pittman at this price. The 4-1's good. 3-12, I'm out. He is a field guy. Believe in the QB1 upside. All right, we'll see where he goes. EB's here. What's up, boys? Just got home, was able to catch the live stream. What's up, EB? Good to see you, my friend. Falcons pass up 2 times MVP Lamar so they could pay $45 million a year 4 years for a 36-year-old off an Achilles tear. Woof. When you say it like that, it doesn't sound that good.
Rip.
Sounds like a team that would draft a tight end at 4th.
Oh, my gosh. Whoo!
Dang.
Gavin, are you a Patriots fan?
He might be.
I was waiting for 28-3 after that. But also, that was pretty funny. And it's honestly...
I just got DC'd from Sleeper. What's DC'd?
I
don't know.
Draft capital.
That's what I think when I read it. Do you think the free agent this year is crazier
District
than
of
normal?
Columbia.
We were talking about this earlier. Yeah, we do think we do think that the free agent. We think today's been one of the craziest days we remember.
Yeah.
Sells Zamir White now? Potentially.
I mean, if his value goes way up, yeah.
Potentially sells Zamir
Yeah.
White now. Yeah. It's just going to depend. But
That's. I mean, talk about a risky situation because if you don't sell him now, you're risking the Raiders potentially drafting a running back. And if you do sell him now, you're risking the Raiders not drafting a running back and him continuing to go up in value as he's inevitably the lead running back in that offense going into 2024.
DC equals disconnected. Thank you. Clearly not
Oh.
gamers. No, we're not.
No.
We play Dynasty, though. We play that game.
Dynasties.
Dynasty's nuts. Is Burrow's value hindered at all with Higgins leaving, or will they just draft his replacement? It's not. Burrow's value's fine. It's Burrow.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't. How much was Higgins actually getting thrown to the last 2 years? Between the injuries and when he was on the field, Higgins helps, but Brian Burns to the Giants. Interesting.
That's not official, but I did see that news.
Okay,
I just didn't say anything yet because it's not official.
Also, the Texans were bullied today, so I'm going to go to bed and act like it never happened. Texans are fine, dude. You guys are freaking fine.
Yeah.
You got CJ Stroud.
They don't have a ton of money to spend in free agency anyways, which is surprising. You'd think that a team with a rookie QB or a rookie contract QB would have a lot of money, but they've actually spent quite a bit already. So
Yeah. All right, it is time to pick our... We did get a new member here. It's from Charles. Charles, thanks for supporting, buddy. Appreciate you being a member. Now you got a green name. I don't know why it's green. Can we change that? I'm going to
I
see.
don't know if you want to.
I don't know why it's green.
Should totally be like consistent with our color scheme.
Appreciate you being a supporter, buddy. We
totally.
we love you. Yeah,
Totes.
I know. He said Rap Sheet just tweeted it, so it's official.
It is official.
Yep.
Official.
So he's the Giants. That's a good move.
That is a good move.
Good move.
One of
All
the
right,
few
time to
for
pick
the
our
Giants.
favorite
I love how Brian Burns goes
teams.
from the Panthers to the Giants.
I know.
Ugh.
I know. It's called the Dave Gettleman.
I mean, I
move.
don't feel bad for him because he obviously followed the money, but
Okay, here we go.
never sniffing a Super Bowl. there.
To show my impartiality here, I'm going with a team that drafted DK Metcalf
Dang it!
in M.
That's my pick.
Vanilla Diaz. What a name. What a name. Burrow and Downs up top. And probably the greatest name. Burrow and Daniels up top. Sorry, Daniels. So 2 elite quarterbacks, a dual elite quarterback. But then you got Tyreek in the third, Rome. Tyreek and Rome is stupid, by the way. Rome in the 4-7's that's such a good deal, man. I'll buy him there.
Yep.
Higgins in the 5-6 a good deal. But then you got DK in the 6th. I like that value for DK. This is where DK should be valued. Swift, Worthy, Monty, Njoku, Chubb, and Chase Brown. Love it. Good draft, my friend. Nathan.
Yeah, give me the team that has Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray, and Drake May. Don't love ETN, but that's a fine value there in the middle of the 5th. You get Rashad White also in the middle of the 7th. You get Mixon, you get Charbonnet, you get Goddard at a good price. You get DJ Moore, JSN, and Christian Kirk as your top wide receivers. I'm pretty comfortable there, so nice job.
And look, it looks like Ivan agrees with us on that. So, yeah, great draft for him. All right, guys, if you want to join our community, you want to be able to chat with us every day. Literally, I mean, like we chat with our guys every day, a lot of them, one-on-one in our Discord DMs. And you want to be able to join the community, get yourself a team blueprint. Look, I got team blueprints loaded right here on the stream deck of guys that we are doing team reviews for. You can get one for yourself. Flockfantasy.com/domain. Use code domain when you sign up. Links in the description. Here's the link, guys. Look, if you're watching, let's get to 100. Let's make Nathan stay up all night. Let's do another $100 Dynasty League draft. Follow the link.
Why does this have to be about me?
Because it's funny. When I give them, tell me if this is true or not. When I make Nathan a target of this and a target of some kind of ill will, like, it's a lot more funny. So when Nathan doesn't want to stay up all night, clearly, I'm saying, yeah, if we get to 100 subscribers, 100 motherfucking March, 100 new subscribers, then you have to stay up all night. And it just makes you mad, and that's really funny to me.
All right.
So flockfantasy.com/domain, guys. Use code domain.
It's gonna come down to the
link.
wire.
Choose a motherflocker tier and use code domain. You get a team blueprint, like I said, and you get the 2024 Dynasty Domain Rookie Draft Guide. 2 hours and 30 minutes-ish. I don't know. But we're hungry now. So we appreciate you guys.
I'm so excited for food.
We love you guys. It's been a crazy day. We'll have some videos coming out talking about what's
videos
happening.
for you.
We will record the videos. So we'll see you over on the Discord this week, and we'll also see you in the comments section if you're a YouTube watcher. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you drop a like before you leave. Guys, appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much. Peace out, and we'll see you later.